seen as actually being there. You know, where the accountants truly is at, is seen as being there versus 2-3 people.
Right.
But if anybody actually considered the people's, their consciousness,
Right, exactly.
and why they say what they say or account in comparison to the people that likes to differ, which the 2 or 3 over here, you'd be like, damn, what's really accounted for over here? You know, but in the reality things, like how we can admit, what's accounted for really? Okay, really, right now it is over there. But really in the spirit, in actuality, it's here. You know? So that's what I said. The woman she's a real indication to us of, you know, what's accounted for. Because the main thing of the world is what? Woman, you know? Like even spiritually. That's why they say niggas acting like bitches acting like hoes, you know? Kendrick Lamar had a song about that. Like his whole concept is the things we're talking about right now. I'm real, you know? And then he got but the song I'm talking about is I don't know, let's look at my mind. I'm gonna go ahead and start it off. Compass on you. Take the top of my bag. This is zipper right here. This top part. This is a little pocket. This pocket right here, it's business in there. Now on the side, it's like a big pocket. It's second to the first pocket. Or really that first big pocket. Not the main one, but the one with the logo on.
So the logo on it?
Yeah, that one.
Okay,
Yeah, you look in there, two use instance. That's the ones from last week that went out. Yeah.
The lighter or the...
No. Alright, come. Alright, so yeah, we back out here again. You already know what it is. We're the Hebrew Israelites. You know, pretty much manifesting these scriptures in front of you, man. Just by living, breathing, you know, being in on the truth. And once again, prophesying the downfall of this wicked society, this wicked rulership ran by the so-called white man, you know, who's Esau. Alright? Which is powered, you know, by America, man. Daughter of Babylon. But before we get going, we want to give all honor, praise, and glory to the Heavenly Father in the name of His Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Wahab, Dashukah. Alright? So why do Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, for the Holy Spirit, but nonetheless, double honor to the hopefully elect all the apostles that can be saved, Lord willing, Islam, Cole, with the great ones on the church, on down to the rest of them. You know, the believers out here that are in on this doctrine, you know, under this doctrine. rest of the brothers, from the elder brothers on down to the younger brothers teaching this truth in all truth and sincerity. Shalom to you as well. And ultimately to, the brothers, in our congregation, in our camp. You see what I'm saying? Shalom. And to the rest of the believers, and then the children of the Israelite race, and on this faith, the faith of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, people call God in Christ. Shalom. Ultimately to the elected 1/3, those that were going through the house of David. You got some? Yeah. So yeah, me and the bro, we was just going into about the spirit, things that basically concern of the title you see, which is prophecy and what is it? Prophecy and mature. What is it? Prophecy and mature topics. Mature topics for the spirit. And we was pretty much going into, just kicking off with that right now. Hell, we just start off with prophecy. We'll get there. Let's go back there. Yeah, man. Let's get you got something? 1 Peter 4:7. Let's actually get Sirach 1:22. Oh, you know what? Let's go there. It's all good. That's like a deep one. So, it don't take much to bring this truth out. You don't give a damn how. Hey, Bruce Lee got a quote. He said about his spirit, he don't fear the man. He said he don't fear the man that that has kicked 1,000 times.
Exactly.
But he fears the man who has, practiced one kick 1,000 times, man. Imagine what he can do to you with that kick, man. That same kick, man. You got it, man.
1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be therefore sober and watch unto prayer.
Yeah, and that's really what what's going on right now. To address it in order, the end of all things, man. The end of the shenanigans. The end of us so-called black people being black, according to the consensus. So-called Latino people being Latino, so-called, but actuality black. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the end of all that, man. The end of the so-called Native American Indians being so-called, Native American Indian. It's the end of all that, man. Afro people, it's the end of all that, man. Matter of fact, give me that. I think that's what's that? I forget what that's called. But now he commanded, look up all men to repent. Commanded all men to repent. Don't worry about it. Good? Yeah. You got something, bring it up, man. Go ahead.
It's Acts chapter 17 and verse 30. In the times of this ignorance, God winked there. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai winked there.
Read that one time.
At the times of this ignorance, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai winked there.
Yeah, Acts 17, 30, man.
But now commanded all men everywhere to repent.
See? That's what's going on, man. So we jump back to that 1 Peter, was that 4 and 7? It's the end of all things, man. That's the end of all that. Now is the time for that the Lord is commanding all men to repent from all those lies. Give me 1 Corinthians 10 and 4. Cast down imagination. We can just assess this very scripture right here. In parts. The end of all things. Well, what resides in that? What not necessarily what resides in that. What does that entail? What's that yield for? If you got it, bro.
1 Corinthians 10 and 4. and did all drink the same spiritual drink. For they drank.
Jump to where it cast down imaginations. Or is that first? It might be the other. No, that's if it ain't First Corinthians, it's probably Second Corinthians. 10 and 4. 25.
Second Corinthians.
Yeah, second Corinthians. What 4 say? Start at 4.
Weapons of warfare.
Yeah, jump to 5. That's cool.
2 Corinthians 10 and 5. Casting down imaginations.
Yeah, see that? That's what this the end of all things, yields for. The casting down of the imaginations. The so-called white man lies being apparent now. Lies, reality being apparent now. America going forever not being, clearly not being true anymore. You see what I'm saying? That's what the end of all things is showing you. Because it tells us in 2nd Ezra the 9th chapter, 2nd Ezra the 9th chapter, how the end is manifest. You got something?
Yeah, I got that.
Go ahead. You got something, bring it up. Go ahead.
2nd Ezra chapter 9 in verse 5, it says, for like as all that is made in the world hath the beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
See that? See how they... Hey, the end of niggas, just look at the end of niggas on corners, it's the end of niggas only on corners to sell drugs. You see what I'm saying? It's the end of selfie sticks. It's the end of, it's the end of all that. You got it, bro. You got something? You finished it?
Yeah, I finished that.
All right, that's it. You got something to talk about?
No, sure. No. Yeah, I'll finish going on here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 6, it says, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, and wonders and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs.
Yeah. You want to speak on it?
Yeah, kind. It says the ending come with effects and signs, and we seeing it very much so. You seeing brothers out here, like the brother just said, like brothers don't always got to be on the corner, sell drugs. We selling truth.
Nah, right. Stand on the point though. Brothers is no longer on corners only to sell drugs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you niggas are still doing that. The Lord finna run you off them corners.
Exactly.
Curfew. Niggas ain't been able to do that, man. Just to add to the brother's point, you guys.
Our time. And that's the showing forth of it. Like it's done. It's over with.
You see? Yeah, you got something? Nah, go ahead, let's finish that 2 Corinthians 10 and 5.
2 Corinthians 10 and 5.
Come on.
Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God.
Yeah. So that's these things that the end is yielded forth, man. You women not over me. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to chat by the Spirit. Let's go ahead and jump back to that. That
1 Peter chapter 4 verse 7. But the end of all things is at hand.
See? That's it. Hey, they say that the women, give me that scripture, brother. Sorry. A woman shall surpass a man. And that's you got that? Come on.
Jeremiah 31 and 22.
Come on.
How long will thou go about, O backsliding daughter?
Yeah. How long? Until the end. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
For the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, hath created a new thing in the earth.
Notice, I said until. It say the end. So the Lord said, how long you gonna do this? He was like, look, hey, there's a tournament coming up. You know what I'm saying? how long? It's like how long you gonna be able to wear shorts? It's fall coming up. You know what I'm saying? It's like he posing this to you like that, man. How long you backsliding daughter? You know, really going to the date, the overall nation, but the Lord saying something new about to come up, man. Go ahead, and that backsliding is really denoting what? It's denoting going off. All right, that's really what the Lord is. He's using something off to indicate that. You see, that's really his message. Because you can do anything to go off. So if I tell you anything that's off, anything the Lord is presenting to you as being as wicked, He's just really telling you going off. You know, go ahead, bro.
Jeremiah 31 and 22 continue. It says, for the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Asai, hath created a new thing in the earth.
Yeah.
A woman shall compass a man.
Yeah. Come on.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel.
Yep.
As yet they shall use this speech in the land of Judah,
Yep.
and in the cities thereof. Yep. When I shall bring again their captivity. Yep. The Lord bless thee, O habitation of justice and mountain of holiness.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, the Lord did a new thing in the earth. You know? Because a lot of things in the scriptures already came to pass. Really that scripture manifold right there too, because on one end, what that's going into is that was brought out first and foremost to back up the statement I made, which is it's the end of women being above men. And you can clearly see that because the Lord said He's gonna do a new thing. And what substantiates that as being true that women think they're above men and actually are is that scripture, the Bible first and foremost. You see what I'm saying? And in this scripture it's saying how the woman is gonna, compass a man. When you go into the word compass, it means to encircle, or compass, So you're gonna be completely women all around you, man. You're gonna be just engulfed in women. That's why I said it's manifold. You see what I'm saying? But that's no longer gonna be the case. And then, a brother was going into it about the spirit. The women running games around you. She running circles around you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's the same thing. It's the same shit, man. You go to work, there ain't nothing but women that run the damn place. That's what women running circles on you. You link that to other scriptures as far as a woman actually doing that. Her hands being snares and bands. You see what I'm saying? Women running circles on you, man. Because why? The women have been put up above the men. The Israelite men. And that's all you see. You see what I'm saying? Men, what they say, men head over heels over women. And what's able for that to truly be the case, because they say the number ratio of the women to a man it's like 7 to 1. You know what I'm saying? Last time I looked, that's a whole lot, man. But so that's what helped you, like they say, it's strength in numbers. That's what helped that this occurrence become in the earth, because there's so many damn women. But we at the end, so that gonna have to end. Now how? Well, the Lord, He finna get ready to take out most of these women, from the heathen women and to the women of Jake, man, because of your wickedness, man. So the Lord, and you can see that. There's way more women getting judged than men. You start to see that shit now. I don't mind the only one, Every time I look up, a woman getting shot, she getting smoked.
If I could too.
Come on.
It's the women, if you will, they're being judged. Like, I want to say this to make a point, they're being judged like men. Ways that you would typically see a man get taken out, Like, you will see a woman get bodied in a drive-by shooting or something. You know what I'm saying? That's a spot that you will usually see a man getting taken out, or the way or style. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that women aren't subject to it, but to the point is that these women they're filling in the position of men, so therefore they're liable to be taken out like men.
Hey, come on, hey, when brothers come up, speak. Come up on the beat,
Y'all come up, speak, bro. That's that shit. A lot of work. That's good, though. That's how you move. You gotta pick that up.
And that's, you know, just simply the point. These women compassing us, so therefore, that's making this be the situation. We seeing women going out in all of these places. They ain't supposed to be out. You know, women not supposed to be out sitting in her car at 12 o'clock at night. She's supposed to be in the house.
Hey, dudes be saying like, you know what I'm saying? One house going, ain't nobody gonna do it.
Right. Right? And a woman not gonna have these kind of conversations, these kind of thought processes, right?
Yeah, that's it. Matter of fact, get the Micah 7 and 10. Because look, our job is to prep the world for what's to come. The Lord tells us in what? What's that? Jeremiah 16 and 12, I think. No, that ain't 16 and 12. It's I think that is it. We say prepare the ambushes. You know what I'm saying? No, that's Jeremiah 50. I think that's 51 and 12. You know, prepare the ambushes. You know, that's what our job is to do. Just like John's. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 51 and verse 12 set up the standard.
See, it's a standard that gotta get brought back to our people. Our people got low standards. They got the wrong standard. There's only one standard, according to the scripture. You know. Give me Jeremiah 41 real quick. Not Jeremiah 41. Give me Psalm 60 and 2, and give me Baba Kashah. Just to break that down real quick. Standard. Give me Jeremiah 4 and 21. Psalms.
Psalm 6.
I think the point is 4. Lift up the banner. The banner. It's like 2nd verse, 3rd verse, 4th verse. Psalm 60. Should be in there somewhere. I'll get this in first.
4 and 21.
Yeah. That's a point.
Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 21.
Start at 20.
Verse 20, it says, destruction upon destruction is cried.
So the reason why this is relevant, because we're in destruction. Because your standard, come on, your standards is low. You see what I'm saying? You know, all the low self-esteem bullshit, you gotta let that shit go, man. That shit shouldn't even exist, I'm gonna say. Like, we gotta come out of that shit, man. Your self-esteem low, you in this truth, you ain't in the truth right. You're not rooted. You know what I'm saying? You like a half-planted, you know, damn plant, man. You know, the wind blowing, as soon as the wind start blowing, you know what I'm saying? You about to come out the ground and shit. You shouldn't be moved when rebuke come out, none of that, man. But our people do that because they standards up. Yeah. What's a bitch made shit going on? Go ahead, bro.
Destruction upon destruction is cried.
See, it's different when a nigga come at you crazy here in the world. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's completely.
It's completely different. Now, it's straight love. You in king camp. You know how they call it boot camp? This king camp, man. You know what I'm saying? This prince camp, princess camp. Shit crazy. Go ahead.
Yeah, kind. It says, it's a lot, man.
You started, Tony.
Yep. Verse 20, destruction upon destruction is cried, for the whole land is spoiled.
Yeah, people, that's all Jake, you hear Jake complaining, we want no justice, no peace. You know? Hey, Jake said a bunch of, you know? You know? Hey, you hear that in so many ways, man. For one, talking about how, what's something Jake say that don't being destroyed? They taking our communities being raided, you know, all the shit Jake complain about, man. That's basically you manifesting this scripture. Destruction upon destruction is cried, man. When is all this killing gonna stop? When you niggas stop having low standards, man. When our people stop having low standards. But you ain't gonna stop. That's why the Lord got something for you, man. Come on.
Yeah, kind. It says, suddenly are my tent spoiled.
Oh, and another thing I need to point out too, since we're going into the standard, the reason why our people's standard is so low is because the women. You see what I'm saying? A lot of J's killing each other because you women. You know? If you go into a lot of the beefs that get reported as 2 boys murdered, somebody murdered, it's all over the women when you really go into it. If you found out why they don't tell us why, but I guarantee you a lot of the reasons is over women. I guarantee you. Why? Because the man's glory is the woman.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So what else Jake got the trip about? Why Jake get fly? If you ain't gay, what you get fly for? You know what I'm saying? Now in general, you got brothers that just like to take care of themselves, but the majority of our people, what? They get fly for women, man. You see what I'm saying? And if it ain't they woman or to get a woman, it's for somebody else's woman. Which we know our people have a big problem with. You know? Everything about women. In whatever way. Whether it's his woman, these women, your woman, you know what I'm saying? They tripping over women, man. And they blowing each other's brains out. Brothers got something? You got it, brother.
It says, suddenly are my tent spoiled and my curtains in a moment. How long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet?
Yo, if you trying to find the scripture, just let brothers know. You know what I'm saying? You get something about the spirit, you can't think of where it's at, just say something, man. That's how you gonna grow. Come on.
Yeah, that was in verse 21.
Read that one time.
Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 21. How long shall I see the standard
Yeah, so the standard is out here, man. You see? Come on.
and hear the sound of the trumpet?
Yeah, what's the standard? See, he didn't say the standards. He said
Standard.
the standard. You should have, it's one standard you should have, man. And it's a royal one. It's a holy one. It's the holy one. Right? It's the standard of the Bible. It's the standard of the ways of the people of the Bible, which is who you people are, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Abraham Indians. And that's the Israelites. All right, Yashala. Give me the Psalms. Come on.
Psalm 60 and 4.
Come on.
Thou hast given a banner to them.
Yeah, the
that
banner.
fear thee.
Now the thing is, the banner and the standard is the same thing. All right? Because what is a banner? A banner is a display of something. Of what? The standard. It's the same thing. Did a lesson on it. Go ahead, bro.
Thou hast given a banner to them that fear thee.
Yeah, who got it? Those that fear him. Where is it being displayed? By those that fear him, which is the men, which is what you see being done by the men on these highways and byways in the cold, man. They're doing that because of fear. They're doing that because that's what they're supposed to do. They're continuously doing that because that's the standard. You see what I'm saying? It's supposed to be instant in season, out of season. Go ahead.
That it may be displayed because of the truth.
And it's ultimately the truth. You know what I'm saying? What's the whole duty of man? You see? Fear the Heavenly Father, keep the commandments, man. What must thou do to enter into life? The young boy, you know, the young Israelite boy asks, you know, the good master, you know? How was shot, man? Come on. That's it?
For that verse, yeah.
All right, jump back. Jeremiah 51:12.
Yep.
So yeah. So our job is to what? Is to usher in the new standard that you will be living by. You women will be living by. The Israelites will be living by. That's what we're doing right now. You know? Come on, brother.
Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 12.
That's right.
Set up the standard
See?
upon the walls of Babylon.
You see? Why? Because we're in Babylon. We're gonna. So you see the standard, right, of those that by those being displayed by those that's fearing the Lord, that's doing what the Lord told them to do. He said, "What? Go ye into the highways and the byways and bid them to the marriage." The marriage is being put back to the standard. We being reconciled. It's the same thing. You see? The marriage is being put back with the Heavenly Father. It's being reconciled. It's like when you get back with your woman. Who's the Lord's woman? Israel. Okay? Matthew 22 tells you to bid them to the marriage. The marriage is what? The reconcilement. Right? You're being reconciled when you take up the standard, man. When you take heed to the standard. Second Corinthians in the 5th chapter. in the 18th verse. Let's get that real quick. You know, we're gonna work our way back. Come on.
2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 18 says, and all things are of the Most High,
Come on.
who hath reconciled us to himself
Yeah.
by Yahweh Shah Hamashiach.
And how did he do that? Because he's not here. Give me Matthew 22 and 21. Start at where? I think that's it. Start. It's in the 27 times. So start at 8. It's 22. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. What's that? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah,
Matthew 22 and 8. Then said he to his servants, the wedding is ready, but they which were bidden were not worthy.
Now who gets married? A man or a woman? You see, hey, this how you notice the standard. We ain't up here talking about some two women, you know. You see what I'm saying? You can love whoever you want to love. No, that's a damn lie. Do not I hate them that hate thee? You know? So I'm supposed to hate them. But what if I wanted to love them? Could I love them? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? You can't love them. So you can't love, that's a cut on loving who you want to love. That's a lie. They don't love the Heavenly Father, you can't love them. You love them by loving them according to the scriptures. In the kingdom, you go the fuck off, which won't be done by the Israelites. I'm gonna show you love. I'm gonna put your ass to death if it's worthy. You know? Go ahead, brother. So that's that man and the woman, right? Is who usually gets married. That man being Yahweh Shai, right? Yahweh in Yahweh Shai, right? And that woman being the elect, right? Which you can get it, you can read about in Revelation the 21st chapter, and Jeremiah the 6th chapter. He has likened the daughter of Zion unto a comely, delicate woman. And then you go to Revelation the 22nd chapter to tell you what, how the bride is prepared. Was that 21 and 7, I think, for her bridegroom, for the bridegroom. That's the elect. Those that turn back to the standard that are now worthy to be with Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashmi Shai. We ain't back with Yahweh Bashmi Shai completely yet because we ain't together all the way. You see what I'm saying? We still in rehab, you know? A lot of you still strung out. A lot of us still got issues, man. Lord, like, you ain't coming back in my house like that. And then I'm going to change before I bring you back. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
Matthew 22 and 9. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, be it to the marriage.
This is what Yahweh Shai said to those that fear him, right? And are displaying this banner. The banner is also the invitation. This the invite. You know what I'm saying? You find yourself on this sign, brother? You find yourself on this sign, sister? This the invite. You can't, how you gonna go into a kingdom for you, but you don't even know who you are? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna go to a party, you don't even truly be there and enjoying it, if you don't even know who party it is? So it starts with knowing who you are, man. A lot of people don't hold themselves to that standard. It don't matter who they are. I'm whoever I say I am. My name is my name. Ass niggas, man. Go ahead, man.
Matthew 22 and 10. So those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found.
And that's the like-minded. You see? It starts with one, another one comes, it has the word planted upon him, you know? And then that word gets dropped on more ground, which is another believer. You see what I'm saying? And the ground is what? The mind. And then that grows. And then more comes. That's how you got the vineyard being built up. You see what I'm saying? But that will be seen just simply in the form of what? A couple men that see the truth. You see what I'm saying? And they apply this word, man. They come out and they get on these streets and they bring this word out, man. To bring other, to enlighten others onto what's going on. Which is what? Everything ended. Women ain't supposed to be above a man. You don't love who you want to love. You gotta hold yourself to a standard. All these things is for the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. The kingdom is for us. Yahweh about to come get us. All that, right? All that good stuff. Go ahead. So that's doing what? That's putting you back on what you was always with. You see? What was always, the one that was always for you. You see? That's your husband. You see? That's the father. That's the husbandman. Because it's just poetry. You know, we being put back with the one that was always for us, which is Yahweh, Basha, Yahweh.
So those servants went out to the highways and gathered together as many as they found, both bad and good, and the wedding was furnished with guests.
Yeah. And see, a lot of niggas don't understand either. Yahweh Shah, we call him Big Bro, but he really our father. He really like our father. How? Because he's Isaac. Alright? Go ahead.
And when the king came in to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So it's a standard. Yeah, it's a standard. That's it.
It's Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20.
Yeah.
It says, wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. And that's simply us bringing forth this word and, you know, ultimately being wise by doing so. Because the scriptures tell us to do so.
Yep. Wisdom. Exactly. Telling you to do the same. All right. Which is believe, man. You know? I'm not trying to keep you to a carnal commandment necessarily. You know?
All right.
But, you know, once again, hold yourself to a standard. Which is what? Doing what you can do. You know? Not doing what you shouldn't do. You know? If you cannot do what you shouldn't do, shouldn't you not do it? You know? Come on, man.
Proverbs 1 and 21. She crieth in the chief places of concourse, in the openings of the gates, in the city she uttereth her words, saying. You know, she's saying exactly what we saying. You know, this is it's wisdom. It's wise to do as you ought to do. You know, and we simply have what we ought to do written out in the book, you know, which is ours.
So simply breaking it down, what? That's us. We're in the chief places. We're in the main cities, man. Right? Read that one time. You got it? That's right, though.
Proverbs 1 and 21. She crieth in the chief places of concourse.
Yeah.
In the opening of the gates.
Yeah. We're not hiding, man. We right in the middle of the action. That's why I say it's in what's that? They got that in a minute. Zephaniah 3. I want to say 5. The just Lord is in the midst thereof.
Yeah, God.
How? Through us. You know, he brings forth his judgment to light every morning, but the unjust knows no shame. You know, because where the law is sitting, one, that judgment is pretty much punishment being inflicted upon sinners, which is those that have to give the law, but they can't uphold. They're not keeping their part of it. They're going off. They're the Lord woman going off once again. You know, so Lord basically he backslapping the shit out of this woman, man. You know, bitch. You know. Hey, for real though. You know. That's basically what's taking place. You know? My brother had said that by the Spirit. You know, the Lord basically, he backslapped us into slavery, man. And then he seen his woman in the corner, balled up like, you know. And then he seen her shivering, and when he stuck his hand out to her, you know, what's the form of this? He trying to, you know, the Lord slapped the shit out of this woman, man. See, you damn women, you think you can hit men, right? Your kids can get their ass whooped, but you can't get your ass whooped, you know? Like, for real though. I'm not saying we push whooping women and shit, but hey, if we the Lord's woman, the Lord put us in slavery, put yokes of honor around our neck. Come on, man. Let's just keep it a buck. You know? What you think the men gonna do that get those powers? What you think? You talking about Chris Brown? We are talking about what Chris Brown did to her. What you think? What the fuck gonna happen to these women when the men get the power? Heads coming off, man. You know? That's it. You go ahead and jump back. So yeah, that's the standard, man. Hey, it's a standard. And that happens when you out of line, man. Okay? So yeah, you can finish that, Tazabar. If you want to. then we'll go back to where we was at, which is what we're doing. We're ushering in what's to come. You know. Come on. What's the scripture we supposed to have? We was holding. Besides that, Jeremiah 51 and 12. Because we brought that out when I made the statement about how we ushered in and we was going somewhere. But you got it, bro. It was something else.
This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 30. It says, and when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? It says, though thou closest thyself with crimson.
Where you at?
Jeremiah 4 and 30.
Yeah.
It says, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though thou enrichest thy face with painting, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair. It says, thy lovers will despise thee, they will seek thy life.
Yeah, now what's that dealing with?
These fucking women being proud, haughty.
Nah, it's dealing with the spiritual women. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why I say that I love this. You know what I'm saying? Really, you can say it's manifold, but if you read it, you can hear it's talking about, you know, it's really talking about us. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get all done up and get all into this bullshit, you know, nigga, you know, like a nigga, Kevin Samuels had a video how he was talking about, remember that video? It's like him saving faces for you to get up.
Oh yeah.
In the corporate world or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how he blew up in the corporate world. That's what that's going into. Business on a regular level, yeah, you know. But for us to understand it, he would put it to us in the form of what we usually deal with. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna play out on a bigger scale amongst the nation, because that's the same chapter of going to did we read that? You hold Jeremiah 4, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, you had 21?
Right.
Yeah. Going into the nation, you know? You know, that's definitely going to go, you know, on a regular level. That's just so we can understand it. The ultimate is going into the whole nation. Which that includes you fucking women, man. You know? Though you paint your face, make yourself fair for the strangers, your lovers, they ain't gonna love you, man. You know? Like Jake. How much can niggas cool, you know what I'm saying, and still lose? But still keep trying to cool. Come on, man. Look at the stuff they let happen to us, man. Look at the stuff they let. Look, man. Look what they do to their own celebrities. They call them crazy after they, don't want to do some crazy shit no more, man. But they did all this sellout shit, man. You know? It was some scripture we was holding, but you got it, bro. Let's go ahead. I'll close it out on that. Nah, it was something else we was holding. That was just to bring out the point of how it was something. Now you read that. It was because that was ushering in. Remember I was talking about ushering in this. Yeah. And I was like, let's get that 51 and 12. But there was somewhere else we was going. But basically, man, it's the end of all things.
It was right to you.
I don't know. I don't think I caught that. I don't think so. But yeah, man. Long story short, it's about the spirit. Don't go force the course. You know, it's the end of all things, man. And we gotta let you know. We gotta let you women know, man. You know, it ain't. Like once again, like we said earlier, man. Bruce Lee, got the quote. He don't fear a man that, has kicked 1,000 times, but he fears the man that has practiced one kick 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? So though we go into this over and over, it just becomes more potent. It becomes more manifest. Period, man. And then it make us steadfast. And it don't take much to bring the truth out, man. So you go ahead and get that first Peter 4.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 7. But the end of all things is at hand.
Yeah, because once again, the topic is what? Prophecy, right? And mature topics for the spirit, right? That's what we're going into. Come on.
It says, be ye therefore sober, and watch unto prayer.
So we seeing that. We seeing all the end of all things just by us coming out doing this. We was in the crowd once upon a time, letting women be among you, letting women run circles around your ass. You see what I'm saying? If you will, you definitely wasn't who you are. You should be better than who you are then. If there's no difference, nah, I'm still the same way. Well, you ain't. I'm still the same way. Well, you ain't cool. You see what I'm saying? Fuck out of here, man. You know? And you women that can't deal with the austere spirit, and they break, you gonna die. You're gonna fucking die, man. The men, you're gonna fucking die. You're gonna die, man. You know what it takes to be with your Howard Shai? He gonna tell you straight every time. He's not never gonna like, you know what I'm saying? He gonna deal with you accordingly. You know, because you can't be no damn tyrant. You can't just be talking to people who fucking crazy. You gotta talk to brothers according to their spirit and deal with things according to what's in season. You see what I'm saying? It might be a brother you usually don't cuss out, but it might be time for him to get cussed the fuck out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it goes for everybody, all of us. You know? You gotta deal with it, man. But once again, what we're doing right now is proving that the end of all things is manifest, because we ain't niggas, you know, simple niggas on the corner no more, man. We ain't here to, you know, push that stereotype. Oh, run, it's the boys. Because we slanging, you know what I'm saying? End of all that shit, man. You know? So you can finish that.
1 Peter 4:7, but the end of all things is at hand.
Yeah.
Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer.
And that's all you can do, be sober. This thing, when you come and see you're drunk in the world right now, when you come into this truth, right? The standard tells you can't, that ain't supposed to be the case. You can drink, but excess is, you know, it's not good. So now that you're in this, you done sobered up, so stay sober, you know, and watch, you know, watch for all the reasons you came into this truth to manifest now, you see? And that's, you know, the women coming and people, you know, the Lord knows that wait on them, and, you know, the wicked being cut off, 1,000 falling at your right hand, the powers. Hey, a lot of brothers for the catch hell. A lot of brothers about to catch hell. You ain't caught no hell. Hey, you might as well, you need to go dig a pit, get the, you know, the army shit, the big heavy bags, the bean bags and shit.
Sandbags.
Yeah, the sandbags.
Trenches.
Set up a damn, and put a helmet on and take cover, man. If you ain't caught no hell yet, man. I'm telling you. And if you let your leg, you finna catch some fucking hell, bro. You gonna be some shit. Man, bro. Some shit you went with, some you damn near you went with, if you got enemies among your people, you know? You damn near wanna wish this shit on your worst enemy, man. The shit brothers is dealing with, man. You know? And you wouldn't even know. Just know everybody that get on those shit, they gonna be, you know, they gonna be thorough, man. Yeah, well trial, man. So with that, you gotta go.
Somebody give me First Peter chapter 1 and verse 7.
How about some else shop right there?
Started on block the corner. You can start at 3.
1 Peter 1 and 3. Blessed be the God and the Father of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, which according to his abundant mercy has begotten us again unto a lively hope by the resurrection of Yahweh Shai Mashiach from the dead.
Yeah, fine. Keep on going though.
To an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled, and that fadeth not away, reserved in heaven for you.
And that's what we're working for. We working, you know, right now and current for what is to come. You see? So, yeah, you go catch hell on the way because that's all a part of it. You know? Catching hell and being tried is a major part of this walk. You know, it's a major part of your getting on that shit. You know, you have to be tried. The Lord said He won't pure gold. You know, so it's gonna be 100%, and you gonna achieve that through constantly staying fast in this thing. You know, and realizing as you go the things that you learn and adding them to yourself and retracting things that don't belong. You keep on reading.
I got some.
Go ahead, bro.
It says 2 Ezra 7:14, and then they that live labor not to enter these straight and vain things. They can never receive those that are laid up for them.
Yeah, kind. And that's pretty beautiful. You want to speak on it?
We're just going into the point of another scripture that I was thinking about too. In Luke, Yahushua said, if you cannot bear thy cross or follow me, this is
but yeah, those straight things are those things that are our obstacles. They're not, things that might seem like they're in the way, but they're on the path, man. If you're on the path, you came into this truth, was it Sirach chapter 2? The scriptures say, when you come to the Lord, man, just prepare yourself for temptations. Certain things is all part of the walk. But you gotta realize, if you're not willing to go through straight things, if you're not willing to have adversity to understand that there is an adversary out there, you're not gonna make it. Like the brother said, you might as well build you a trench and pretty much, duck for cover, man.
No, you need to do that. That's what I was saying. That's what you got. That's what a lot of brothers need to tap into now. Like, it's a lot of shit that's about to happen in the spirit that's gonna make or break a lot of people, man. I'm telling you. That's what I mean. I'm telling you that shit. That's how bad that shit gonna be. If you ain't caught no hell, go do that right now in the spirit. Cause that shit on the way. You know what I'm saying? You want this? You want to get on the chariot? You want wisdom? Okay.
Prepare yourself, right?
Okay. Exactly. Matter of fact, get that. Sirach 2, that's the spirit. You caught it. Have a brother get it. You got it?
Yeah, 2 is right at the top.
Sirach 1. Because look, you got to remember, if we're on the brink of salvation, right? Brink of experiences. See that? For those that see it,
you got it, bro.
Sirach chapter 2, verse 1, it says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Yeah, if thou come to serve the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, that means you repent, man. You turn. That's what you see.
You ready to live the standard?
Yeah, the standard was presented, and you see what it is, so you repent. If you come and do so, you got it.
It says, prepare thy soul for temptation.
You got to prepare for temptation. Preparation. That's what it's about, preparing. It's about being ready before things happen. And you can do so by taking heed to these things that are presented to you. Through what? Experiences. And if you don't have experience, it's getting experience. It is not, the brother, he alludes to this all the time, simulations of experience. And that's the reason why we all together, man. Like, we all joint pieces put together. We have a purpose to being together. It's not just random that this is this, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about taking advantage of what your resources are. Everybody don't have the same resources to give or to give. But when we come together, we have a major abundance of resources, We all have our own things that we can add or bring to this table.
Yeah, more so the point too I want to add is what? The Lord said, prepare your soul for temptation, meaning they gonna come. Well, Yahushua was getting ready to inherit everything. Because really, what was he doing? He was serving the Lord. And serving the Lord is in what? For Israelites. What?
Kingdom.
The kingdom.
Getting on them ships first and foremost.
Well, who came to him? The tempter. Satan. The one responsible for the temptations that bring you hell. Remember what Satan did to Job, man? And his kids. You know what I'm saying? Lord can have you leave and get in a car accident after this, man. Wreck your car. Go ahead, bro.
It's Luke 14:27. And whosoever does not bear his cross, and come after me cannot be my disciple. It says, for which of you intending to build a tower sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it?
Yeah, so what? You think that was that cross a damn bendy straw? Hell no, man. You know? The Lord said it's some heavy shit to deal with me, man. You know? Yeah, you got it, bro.
In Acts 14:22, right? Trial and tribulation to enter.
Yeah.
It says,
Much tribulation,
count the
we must enter into the kingdom.
Oh,
So it's paraphrasing. So it's going to take that tribulation, and it says through much tribulation, and that's going right back to that you taking up your cross and walking. The Lord did it. If we sheep and we following the shepherd, well, we got to follow. We got to do so. So it's going to be likewise in our walk, taking up our cross and walking, and being reminded. You can read that again, Akwaya.
Fine. Sirach chapter 2, verse 1, it says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Yeah, that's it, man. So like I said, if you ain't caught no hell and you willing to get that kingdom, you willing to consider this standard, hey, it ain't nothing carrying your way. Go put the helmet on now. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, man. Man, shit that's happening right now in the spirit, it's not going on cameras. You know what I'm saying? You would fucking be surprised. You be like, damn, that really, bro? What? What? Oh, really? That's all I want to say. That's just something to pay attention to because we on the brink of getting the fuck out of here. So it ain't no you cute and you know you just nah, bro. You gotta catch your L. You know what I'm saying? If you will. Really, your L is a lesson. You know, learning. You know. I can say more, but I ain't. I just hold my tongue.
You can read.
Sirach 2, verse 2, it says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
See?
It says, and make not haste in time of trouble.
Yeah, constantly continue, make not haste. It's all going into paying attention to right now, you know? Your actions right now is going to lead you to your outcome. So thus, preparing right now is going to lead you to a better outcome. Because it's going to be a time that comes where you're not going to be able to do any of this. You're not going to be able to think. You know, Jacob's trouble come. It's a time that we can't even imagine. You know, you're not going to have time to gain experience. You're going to be gaining experience, but it's not going to be time to meditate on your experience, to put it to use. Because times are going to get so bad. And we know that's coming. You keep on reading when you was at talking about 1 Peter. Yep.
1 Peter 1.
You know what I'm saying? This if the brother get a point, let the brother make their point.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But that's how they work in the spirit. You know, something hit you in the midst of something that was hitting a brother, that's what you go with. You know what I'm saying? It's in the scriptures. So you might be talking and something might hit him. Switch it to him. You know what I'm saying? That's the 1 Corinthians. That's what I'm telling you, it's in the scriptures. 14th chapter. I'll be talking like, yeah, and then you'll go, that's why I fall back. You know, the spirit, you know, is with that. With it. Spirit like the wind. That's how it works.
1 Peter 1 and 4. To an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled, and that fadeth not away, reserved in heaven for you, who are kept by the power of God through faith unto salvation, ready to be revealed in the last time.
You keep on reading, bro.
Wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be.
Now for a season, need be. So it's something about right now. What we're struggling through right now is what's going to actually get us to go onto those ships, man. Dealing right now. You know, so sometimes you get so far ahead that you forget about right now. You just focus on, you know, what the goal is, which is important, but if you're not preparing in the time that's being, what's right ahead of you, what's right in front of you, if you're not dealing with your issues that you're dealing with right now, you're not going to make it into that time that's to come. You keep on reading.
If need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations.
See, we in heaviness through manifold temptations. So they're going to come manifold, and if you're not dealing with them, they're going to come regardless. You know, if you don't see nothing right now, it's going to come. And it says manifold, so it comes to you in many ways. So
let me say this. Be careful what you speak on, man. You know what I'm saying? And don't be so quick to talk shit. The Lord pull up on your ass, man. I'm telling you. You know, if you really ain't built how you be talking, go forward. Because Satan gonna cause some shit. Like the shit that Job went through. Remember his wife told him to curse the Most High and die. She said, you still keep your integrity? That was Satan. He said, you still gonna keep going? Remember, Job lost all his kids, he lost all his riches, everything. He lost his house in a matter of fucking, you know? That shit could have been in a matter of hours, you know? Literally. Like nothing. You know? That's it.
You keep on reading.
So watch what you say, man. Hey, the Lord said what? What measure you meet, you shall be met. You know? You like, oh, you up there? Yeah, he up there. Satan gonna come to you on some brothers he pull up on in mild sauce mode. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers, you know, they hot sauce. Habanero. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was just going to say. I was just going to say that.
You got it.
Yeah. That's perfect. Verse 7.
1 Peter 1:7, that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perishes.
Yeah, so it says the trial of your faith. And that trial of your faith being much more precious than gold. You know, gold is put through that fire. That habanero, if you will. You know, gold is put through that process, and ultimately what's real is what comes out. And that's what we are looking to do. This process of faith, of us being tried in the faith, is us being able to show forth, you know, the reality, your very own reality. You know, what's real and what's actually going to make it through. Because you gotta trust to understand that the Lord is not going to allow anything false, you know, to come onto that shit, man. As he asked the man, you know, what we just read earlier, why comest thou in here without your wedding garment on, man? That's unallowed. That's not part of the standard. You can keep on reading, bro.
But being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahushua Mashiach.
And that's ultimately what we want, man. We want to be, through our trial, to be approved. We want that stamp. 100% gold, man. We actually meet that standard. We match the standard, the gold standard. Because that's the standard that we chasing, man. The true gold standard, which is men of the Lord. True men of the Lord, true believers of the faith. We actually want to walk through and make it through all that we actually are reading about to come. That's the major goal, is to escape here, man. And we go escape through knowledge and the knowledge that we have. Knowledge and wisdom being the stability of our times. And the only way we go come up on this knowledge and wisdom is being immersed in his word. Immersed in what's reality. And then it's all reality, man. You actually live in this. You know, it's not just words in a book, it's your life. So how serious can you take something that's unseen? And that's what your faith is, man. And that's what's being tried, is your faith, your belief.
Well, what is immersed? You just can't say leave stuff shallow like that. What do you mean by immersed?
Being immersed, being completely in this thing, in all aspects, man. Being immersed is you diligently putting your efforts into this truth at all times, man.
You ultimately being put in it. If you ain't putting yourself in fit,
That kind.
you know what I'm saying? Lord gotta put you in it. Like I said, it's a trial for wisdom. You don't just get wisdom. Why do you think you read the scriptures and certain ones you still can't apply? Why you think you hear the breakdowns and get them, but you can't bring them out? You see what I'm saying? That ain't how it works. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom, remember, wisdom a woman. Can't know anybody just hit wisdom. She ain't no hoe. That's what I understand, man. You got it, man.
You can read through that.
1 Peter 1 and 8. Whom having not seen, ye love, in whom now you see him not, yet believing, ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory.
And it's just speaking about our faith, man. Believing in things that we see not. But we're preparing ourselves for these things, these very same things that we don't see. You see? That's like just the highest level of showing you believe, something we cannot see. And we see it because Satan works in a complete opposite way. He shows you. You know, Satan, he actually shows proof that he's here. And that's what most people in the world, they rely on. That's why everybody get caught up in vanity, the vain things. Right? That's why you can believe in money, if you will. Those in the world, you believe in money because you can actually touch it. You can stack up a million of them if you wanted to. You know, you have proof. But those very things are the things that are going to be eradicated and not have existence. The only thing that's going to stand true in the Lord's day is faith and belief in Him. You got through 9?
I think that was 8. First Peter 1 and 9. Receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls.
You go to St. John chapter 14. You want to get it? Verse 1.
St. John 14 and 1. Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house there are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. And whither I go ye know, and the way ye know. And then,
No, you can stop there, so like
Yeah, man, that's why you're supposed to be meditating on the kingdom, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find doing that. Matter of fact, get that in what's that, Timothy in the 4th chapter. Jump down to the 3rd, start at the 3rd to the last verse. And also get Isaiah real quick, 54 and 14. 54. Go ahead.
1 Timothy chapter 4 and 13, it says, till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy. With the lying on of hands of the presbytery, meditate upon these things. Give thyself wholly to them.
The Lord said, meditate upon these things, man. This doctrine, you know? This doctrine gonna keep you going, man. This doctrine gonna keep you straight. You know? This doctrine, like, think about it. The Lord didn't tell you in his Father's house is many mansions for no reason. He left that, that's like a cliffhanger. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yeah, kind of says.
So, because he left it like that because you're supposed to meditate upon it, you know? That's why I said the word of the Heavenly Father is not it's not in word but in power. The kingdom, you know, is not in word but in power. Go ahead.
Kind of says, meditate upon these things.
Yeah.
Give thyself wholly to them,
Yeah.
that thy profiting may appear to all.
Yeah, and you can tell who's doing that, man, or who not. When you about to faint, you all worried, you you are untrusting, you know what I'm saying? That's because you ain't been doing that. And you know, you don't know what's to come. What's to come? He said the kingdom. You see what I'm saying? He said his father's house is many mansions, man. Many mansions. You know? Let's get that word house in that scripture. Then we're gonna bring that Isaiah 54 on real quick. You know? Get it in the Greek.
Yeah, this is house in the Greek.
Come on.
An inhabitant edifice. Yeah, an inhabitant edifice, a dwelling. It says
Yeah,
property,
Yeah, property.
wealth, and goods.
Yeah. You see? Pretty much, just upon assessing it like that, that's the Lord's house, the Lord's wealth. He has many mansions to give. You see what I'm saying? Now, what? The Lord ain't give these fucking people no damn mansion. You know what I'm saying? Not a mansion of the kingdom. So what do these mansions look like, man? What do these mansions consist of? You know? The Lord, who richer than the Lord, man? What is rich? You know? What's a mansion to the Lord? Really think about that, man. He said in his father's house, in his wealth, in his property, right? His wealth, let's just stay right there. His wealth is many mansions. So the Lord can buy things you could never even think of. He gonna give us stuff he could never even think of on our own. You know? Shit you didn't even think. You're like, what the fuck? You know? For instance, let's go to Isaiah 54. Start at 14.
You said 13? 14. Isaiah chapter 54, verse 14, it says, in righteousness shalt thou be established. It says, thou shalt be far from oppression, for thou shalt not fear.
And give me Ezekiel in the 12th chapter.
It says, and from terror,
Yeah.
for it shall not come near thee.
Jump up to verse. Start at verse 10.
Jeremiah 54, verse 10, it says,
No, Isaiah.
Slaki.
That's
Isaiah
what-
54, verse 10.
Yeah, come on.
It says, for the mountains shall depart.
Yeah.
It says, and the hills be removed.
Yeah, and that's dealing with what was set up right now. You see what I'm saying? And the Lord gonna bring something new in, man. Okay? Come on.
It says, but my
Matter of
kind.
fact, start at 8. I was gonna say that, but I was scared too. Ooh, hey, start at 6. Hey, that's the spirit. This is going into early. Go ahead. Read through.
Isaiah chapter 54, verse 6, it says, for Yahweh hath called thee as a woman forsaken.
See, he called you. He called his woman back. You know what I'm saying? He been ignoring her call and shit. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? You know, hey man. Calm down. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
God.
Yeah.
It says, for Yahweh hath called thee as a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit.
See? In the corner, shivering.
Right.
Backslap this woman. You know what I'm saying? She's going off.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What else is he supposed to do?
Right.
You know?
It says, as a woman forsaken and grieved in
Because
spirit.
really, if you really assess a lot of like the so-called domestic abuse that take place, it be because Jake cares. We ain't talking about Ike Turner and shit. You know what I'm saying? And, you know?
They be so vexed, they be like, damn it.
Did you hear what actually happened between Chris Brown and Rihanna? She gave him the clap. So not only that reveals you cheated on me, but I'm Chris Brown and I probably, my shit might fall off. Bitch, he hurt. And you can see how much he loved her. He kept going back to her and shit. So when that shit first happened, it was like, oh, she was on the damn picture looking like a damn butt sausage. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I don't know why these fucking women got put on such a pedestal. You get your ass whooped, the kids get their ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Then a woman get her ass whooped. It's fucking worship, man. Women worship.
So if I can,
Go ahead, man.
I said, like, if you think about the level of it, right? I said Esau was beating your ass, talking to the woman. Esau was beating your ass, not loving you, hating you. Your man gonna beat your ass because he love you. You know what I'm saying? So like, the dynamics don't make no sense.
If he do, it could be because of that. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, sitting here, Ezekiel 16, don't get that. You know, please don't think that. You know? Instead of Ezekiel 12, Ezekiel 16. We're gonna start at verse we're gonna start at 8. Okay? So yeah, matter of fact, we're gonna start at 7. So he's gonna dealing with his woman. We're gonna start at verse 7. So yeah, man. You really assess a lot of those cases because niggas care. You know, the woman that like he don't know what else to do. You know? He ain't gonna get rid of the bitch, you know? He slapped her ass, what? You know? Now we ain't telling you to be Jeffrey Dahmer, chain her up and you know what I'm saying, wear her face and shit, you know what I'm saying? We ain't never you would never hear no shit like that. You hear that? Change the channel, man. Go ahead, man. Yeah, no, not yet. Go ahead.
Isaiah 54 verse 6 says,
"For the Lord gonna show you women. He gonna beat his woman, man. When he do to you women. When he let what happen. When he let what's about to happen to the daughters of Israel, everybody gonna see. Oh, the Lord really, you know, he really an alpha male. You know, he really don't play that shit. You gonna see your sisters getting stuck the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. The sassy, you know how sassy y'all women is. It's just wicked. Nigga, I hit you in your shit. Nigga, you bitch ass. Nigga, I beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
That's an end. If I can't, they come and swing first before they say some shit.
Yeah, like they just, I don't know what, man. We really, if you look at it in the spirits, like we on the whole other planet. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Isaiah,
So I think always be like, what in the world? What in the world? Man, bro.
where am I?
Yeah.
Isaiah 54 verse 6, for Yahweh hath called thee as a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit, says, and a wife of youth, and thou was refused, saith thy power, thy God.
Like, I'm gonna really say this by the Spirit. What would you do? Let me really pose this question. You take care of your family, you're married to wives, they got kids, you always been being right by her shit. She gonna tell you what they like. I got something to tell you. You know, I went off and shit. And then you look down, like the morning she tell you that, say she told you in the morning, your whole dickhead, you know what I'm saying? Just be real, right? Just, it looked like pepperoni pizza, you know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about bumps, like looking crazy. And then she come tell you this shit. She said, I'm sorry, baby. You take care of the kids, you everything, man. You know? You're not even a simp. You really an alpha male. And she come tell you some shit like that. I went off, I did this, I stepped. What the fuck would you do? And you don't know what this shit is on your shit. She ain't even got to that. She don't even know about that. And you like, bro, your whole world will break. What the fuck would you do?
What you gonna do?
What would you do, man? Because I can give some examples, but I don't even want to give Esau no sound bites, man. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
What the fuck would you do, man? Because your kids will understand. You know? They understand. They see mommy getting their ass, you know,
You know? No, it's real though, cause it's like, it's like they peer, but they see, they know who you are.
Right.
Yeah, like you there, you know what I'm saying? Like brother said, like you a sound brother, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like kids not stupid, man.
It could be like,
Hey, daddy.
Like that.
I know pops.
And then women that's, you know, like, it's like could be the other way around. You know what I'm saying? Like, but more majority you see fucking women, man. Alright, just keeping it a buck. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 7. Isaiah 54:7 it says, for a small moment have I forsaken thee.
Yeah, and that's basically what the Lord. That's what we did to the Lord as His woman.
Right.
Jake had heathens and pork on the altars and shit. You gotta actually remember, like, what we did is recorded. Nigga wanna know how they enslaved me. It's gonna be on book, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they took this one out. You did this too. You know what I'm saying?
They want you to know about this one, but it's here.
Yeah. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Right. It says, for a small moment have I forsaken thee, but with great mercies will I gather thee.
And the Lord still took you back.
Yeah.
That's love, bro.
Right.
That's love. It's like that Sade song, no ordinary love, man.
Ordinary love.
That's one of my, one of my balance out songs. You know? Go ahead, bro.
It says,
You can just listen to that shit on the instrumental. It feel like you on a spaceship, man. You know what I'm saying? That song is about the Lord and the Spirit, man. Go ahead.
it says,
The relationship between Him and Israel. Come on.
in a little wrath I hid my face.
Yeah, see? He's all pissed off. You know what I'm saying? He said, I stopped caring. He said, I left. Like, why you think so many men leave the homes? You ain't actually talked to your father, you know, about why he left.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you really got some man shit, and he opened up to you, could you stomach it? What he actually went through when he was your age?
So that's crazy because if I can, I said I definitely got testimony to that. I said I used to live with my pops. You know, like the last years I was living with him, he was drinking the young gun. You know what I'm saying? And he was like straight up about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm listening to him, and me knowing my mom, you know what I'm saying, and knowing him, everything made sense. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even really be mad at him for that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah. I said I got and it's old topic, but it's a little bit off topic. It's just a different situation. Like watching a YouTube clip, it was showing a Jake. He got pulled over by the law, and he was reaching for his phone. So the law, he automatically pulled his gun out, but he kept reaching for his phone. He's like, I gotta record this. But all in all, the point being is, it got to the point, he's like, the law got his gun out. He's like, no, you got to kill me. You know what I'm saying? But my point is, the fact is, you go through the comments and stuff, they're like, well, you should have complied or whatever. But it's like, if we already inside the mindset that the law might kill us, you already thinking erratically, man. You know, so basically, when you consider these things, like actually consider what this man would have to go through in his mind to tell the law that he want to be killed. You know, instead of going to life. Because that's my really point, is the consideration. People don't consider these things. Like, you probably couldn't consider your father's situation without him telling you, like, hey, bro, you know, some people, they just get caught up in their thoughts, their emotions, and feelings like, yeah, instead of considering what's reality. Like, I know this dude. You know, that's my pops. He didn't just leave me. Right. You know? He couldn't have. It don't make sense.
Everybody talks this.
Yeah, exactly. You know? So it's the consideration. Like, I was going through the comments, and it's just a bunch of Edomites like, well, just not black people tell their kids. Like, yeah, they was told. He was told very much so to comply. Because why? His mama don't want to see him get shot by the police. So I'm sure his mother told him, boy, if you get in some trouble, just comply. But in that moment, he said, kill me. So that's telling you somebody's out of their mind in that certain moment, and nobody considering the fact that he a black man getting pulled over by the police. So-called black man. I'm just saying inside the world, basically. You know, how they were speaking the world. Like, so when you consider these things, like, you'll consider, like, why that man left or why that man didn't just comply right away. Because he had a situation going on internally. A lot of people don't think on them topics. Like,
why you hit her, bro?
right. That's the whole point. Why you hit her?
Why you wasn't the one in the situation doing it? So it wouldn't have been the case for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, time.
That ain't fucking reality, nigga.
That's not reality.
So maybe reality why I did it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
What you talking about, man? Everybody talk less they damn kids all day. And that's how you hear from Keon's son. You lost mom.
Exactly.
You lost mom.
Remember DMX son? I watched the thing on that. DMX son, he's like, before he passed, they tried to have a Dr. Phil sit down. And he just couldn't. He couldn't like consider.
He was a peon.
He was a peon. He couldn't consider, like, bro. You know, he like, come on, man. Because that's him, but he like, he couldn't convey his thought. But it's like, if you sat down and you thought for a second what actually created situations, what the brother was alluding to, he said, imagine why. You know, when you do that, you'll be able to be more clear on a lot more topics. And it's not just one thing. You could do this with everything. Actually consider why what is being said and why it was said or why something was done or what it was done for.
And you know what this helping us do is helping us be good judges. You know what I'm saying? We're going to judge no matter what, wisely, like Solomon. Because it matters when people present situations to you, what's always the main thing involved? It is the emotions. Like the matter with Solomon when he had to judge the baby. Yeah, the baby. Yeah, between the two women. You know what I'm saying? And it was what was involved? Emotions. She's fake crying. She's really crying. It's children involved. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with him, but he does. It's being brought to him. So instead of people just opening their mouth, they should consider these things. Okay, emotions involved. I don't know. You know. But my point is, with us having these type of conversations, it helps us be more understanding like a Solomon. You know what I'm saying? And be more considerate. You see what I'm saying? Like, you might, what if somebody really opened up to you and told you, like, basically the workings of their emotions, and then get into the situation. And how much they trusted this person.
Right.
And then a conversation they had to where if they would have did anything outside of that, hence the situation you would be talking about to them, it would have been the very thing that made you react to the point where we have this situation we're talking about.
Exactly.
Based off what this person told me. You know what I'm saying? You know, oh, but you don't even think about shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? So cook in, hey, that's the standard. You know? We're supposed to be judges. Especially the churches. Matter of fact, give me that in Micah 3 and 1, we're going to get back to it. We got Ezekiel 16, we're going to start at 7, I think. We're going to continue on that, yeah. All right. Micah 3 and 1.
Micah chapter 3 and verse 1. And I said, here, I pray you, O heads of Jacob, and ye princes of the house of Israel.
Yeah.
Is it not for you to know judgment?
Everybody should know judgment, but how much more does it? You know? Those lifting up the standards, you got to completely know judgment. Come on.
It says, who hate the good and love the evil.
You see? You got to be able to consider who's evil, who about good. You know? Who is about good in this moment, who's about evil in this moment. You know? In that moment. You know? Whatever. Come on.
Who pluck off their skin from off them and their flesh from off their bones.
Yeah, who's doing what out here, man? That's the point. All right? Go ahead, bro.
Isaiah chapter 54, verse 7, it says, for a small moment have I forsaken thee.
Yeah.
It says, but with great mercies will I gather thee.
Yeah. So consider why the Lord did what he did, man. You see what I'm saying? How can he take a whole beautiful people and let what fuck happen to us happen to us? Because he loves us. Going into Malachi the 3rd. Matter of fact, get that. Malachi 1. You know? For you to understand that. But then you understand what? You understand how pretty much how it's a love story. How symbolically the the Bible has symbolically the nation of Israel being compared to a woman. According to a scripture like this, when you consider these people being his children, sons and daughters, grandchildren, grandbabies. The Lord fucked his grandbabies up, man. When they women jumping off the boats with their babies, that's the Lord's daughter and his grandchild. You know what I'm saying? So, come on, man. How the fuck can you let that happen? To us, to these heathens. How? What God, man? We out here in the fucking cold. I hate the cold. I don't hate it, but it ain't for me. Necessarily. I belong on the palm trees, man. So you have to really sit back and consider. Motherfuckers don't do that, man. Instead you'll just talk shit about the Lord. Try to judge somebody else's situation, man. Tell you how it's out Cain and say what he said. Him without sin, let them cast the first stone, man. They couldn't do shit.
Nobody.
Consider why the fuck we even go off, man. We in the flesh. A lot of shit happening to brothers in their life right now. The Lord put you through bullshit. Your women doing shit to you to see how you gonna act, man. You don't just write the bitch off. You know what I'm saying? That's your people. That's some pussy shit, man. You so-called love a person, how you gonna fold just because they did something to offend you? The Lord said, how many times should I forgive my brother he offended? He said, somebody get that, man. 7 times 77 or something like that, man. That's what this about. The Lord testing us, man. You talking about you, how you wanna be many most highs, be like the most high, you ain't fucking doing, you know what I'm saying? But look how much the Lord suffered from this woman. And she keep going off. We still go off in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Let's keep it a buck, man. Bring that out, man. Baba Kashar.
You want that first?
Yeah. Whoever got it.
Then we get back to what you go. Then we gonna get back to it.
You know? My brother offended. Yeah, your whole family going to slavery. How about that?
I got it.
Come on, brother.
This is Matthew 18 and 21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me? And I forgive him? Till 7 times?
Yeah.
Says, Yahushua said unto him, I say unto thee, until 7 times, but until 70 times 7.
Man, it's a complete amount of times of, you know, you supposed to just completely forgive, man. Period. You know? Now, there's guidelines to how to deal with it, how you go about it, but ultimately, somebody want to be forgiven because they trying to repent. That's what you got to do. Now, if they don't give a fuck, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Just like this. If, like, the Lord willing to take this woman back, but it's only if she say sorry. Hence, repent. And you got many, like, you got the women that's like that. She threw you on, she just be like, fuck you. Don't even tell you how she did, you know what I'm saying? But if, you know, your brother or your sister go off or whatever, and they willing to, you know, bring it to, you know, you gotta deal with it, man. Why you think Chris Brown took Rihanna back? You see? They ultimately work the fuck out, but, you know, this is like us. We telling the Lord sorry, but we don't know if he ultimately gonna take us back. If it's gonna ultimately work out, if you will. Meaning get on the shit. You know? This some Chris Brown Rihanna shit, man. You know? Come on, bro.
Yeah, come
on.
Malachi chapter 1 and verse 2.
Yeah.
It says, I have loved you, saith the Lord.
Ooh, come on.
Yet ye say, where hast thou loved us?
Yeah, Lord, Jake can't see it. Jake know we were slaves, and Jake like, fuck it. We gonna walk in the imagination of our own heart. That's how Jake feel. And the Lord, and I ain't gonna lie, and the Lord, and most of our people's mind, they like, fuck the Lord, man. That's how Jake think, man. You know? Jake's simple, but Jake's some cold-hearted motherfuckers. Jake, the niggas listening to most of their music.
Yeah. Everything.
Fuck you, fuck, you know? Fuck you, fuck, you know, fuck me, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, man. That's how Jake think, man. Brothers got something? Go ahead, bro. Come on.
No, I would say too, and that's exactly what we're talking about. Obviously on point with the conversation, but not considering that very thing. You know, it seems to be always when you in a situation that you didn't do it.
Yeah.
It always seems like you so quick. People are so quick to judge something without any consideration until what's right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep on reading.
I got something on this. Yeah, time. It say in the Apocrypha, it say, before thou blame, examine the matter, man. You know what I'm saying? Before you blame, examine the whole fucking matter. Really, these are scriptures for judges. You know what I'm saying? For kings. For those that's really to live according to a standard. Because it's so distasteful to just do that. Don't try to say, you're going to do this to me because I did that. I did this. You know? You don't even know if you should do that. You don't even consider that. You don't even know if you should pick up me. You know what I'm saying? But you so quick to... So really, the Lord wants us to consider a lot of things. Like, well, why the Lord ain't brought the tip yet? Well, why ain't the lead? Why ain't the head? Why ain't been come in? Why ain't your heart? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Niggas fucking Sakari and shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, just consider.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Even
are you willing to deal with, you know how much shit Elder Tahar probably have to deal with to be who he is and instead he is? The demons he fucking got to deal with. Knowing you, could you do that? You ain't even considered those things that could possibly come with being Tahar. But you want to be Tahar. Get the fuck Elder Apostle Tahar. Salaki, you was gonna say something?
no, we good.
Bro's got something? All right, go ahead, bro.
Psalms 32:5, it says, I acknowledge my sin unto thee.
Yeah, matter of fact, hold that. This is Sirach 18 and 20, Baba Kushah. Really, let me get 11 words. Sirach 11 and 7. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first and then rebuke. So get off that. You left mom. You purpose for doing it to mom. 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 Nigga, look, you know, nigga's gonna cut his wiener off, you know, any moment, at any second, man. You know what I'm saying? Little weak niggas and shit, man. Damn,
I want to be a man.
yeah. Damn, if you examine the matter, that's why all this cell phone shit is out. The Lord, like, a man's business is his business, but all this shit is being brought out to the public because the Lord know the judges is being raised up in these last days. So really all this shit being brought to the table for them to assess and look at. So you can get game. Assess the Sonya Curry and Dale Curry situation. And look at how, you know, look what his daughter-in-law said about him. He's a pig for going on record saying what he said about Sonya. You know what I'm saying? Look at fucking Steph took his fucking mama's side, man. Your mama a whore, nigga. How about that? Man, fuck your mama, nigga.
Yeah, you can't see that shit from outside. I mean, inside out. Like, bro, you off. Anybody with sound judgment go tell you that, bro.
Got a winning out with a motherfucking Edomite, man. He's the bitch is supposed to be the stone. Cause he put her out. He bogus. He gonna take, you know what I'm saying? That's some gay ass shit, man. Your mama's supposed to be dead, nigga. You know what I'm saying? First of all, but I say less, you know, cause
Right.
once again you gotta consider. Maybe Dale a piece of shit. You know? You never know.
You're right.
But the way it looks, you know, your mama wrong, bro. You know? Sirach 18 and 20, I'm headed to the brother. It says, before judgment, examine thyself, and in the day of visitation thou shalt find mercy. Yeah. So before you open your mouth, speaking on another man, check yourself first, man. You know? Because you will probably speak better. You see what I'm saying? Regardless. You got it, brother.
This is Zephaniah 1 and 12. It says, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles. Yeah, the candles being the light of Israel going into the woman, you know? Because what happens when you turn on the light is everything is made clear, you know? You being able to see everything for what it actually is after you examine the whole matter.
Right.
It says, and punish the men that are settled on their leagues. It says that say in their heart, it says, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua will not do good, neither will he do evil. You know, that's what's going to happen to a lot of you. That's what's happening currently, you know, to a lot of you people that are in that reprobate spirit, not examining your own self, you know, on where you stand with the Lord. And it's being made clear on where you stand with the Lord by the man of the Lord. You know?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it.
Cause see, I'm the type, I'll just say this by the Spirit. This ain't the most on something, man. If I say you ain't a piece of shit, I know I have to, in the same moment, say I'm a piece of shit too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm able to see you a piece of shit because I'm not a piece of shit like that. But I'm real enough to be like, I'm still a piece of shit though, in this regard. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just to sit and talk, just to add to the brother point, judging another motherfucker, and you don't even know how you stand in the Lord's eyes. You know what I'm saying? Or you ain't considering how you know you stand in the Lord's eyes. Because just as quick as we say Mars off, we have to be like, we all off. You know, in some regard, we ain't gonna just sit up here and try to tell you this. We just so perfect. Only ones that's perfect is the elect, which we don't even know if we're the elect, man. We hope. You see what I'm saying? But we just have to keep that thoroughness about ourselves, man. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it accurate. You know? You got something?
Yeah, Proverbs 11:1, a false balance is abomination to the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But a just weight is his delight.
Yeah.
And it's just a fact. If you go judge somebody, you gotta judge yourself. That's balance.
Have to.
And if you go judge somebody else, you better judge yourself even more.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's the balance right there. That's the just weight.
Cause somebody shouldn't tell you, I ain't gonna tell a brother to do some shit I wouldn't do, or I ain't did. You know what I'm saying? Necessarily. You see what I'm saying? As far as I ain't did part, you know? But, you know what I'm saying? It's just how it goes, man. You know? That's how it's supposed to go. See, in these truths, when you really in it, when you amongst the real, you supposed to be getting all the game in the world. It's bigger than just quoting a million fucking scriptures. You know what I'm saying? You get life game. You know what I'm saying? You get game on everything, man. See, your pastor ain't gonna give you game. You see what I'm saying? He gonna run game on you. You know? You know? He want the women in the church panties, man. That's what he want. He want your money. He want them pork chops. You got something? Hey, you got something, bro? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's 1 John. It says 1 and 10. It says, if we say that we have not sinned, we make him a liar, and his word is not in us. You know, so the Lord's looking for a humble, meek spirit. You know, not somebody that's saying that they're out here being the greatest. You know, the greatest super Hebrew Israelite. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
He's always looking for that meek spirit.
Yeah. Right. See, what makes this truth so dope? When brothers can be wrong. Like, I'm a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it a buck. Like, it's real. That's how you know that. That's what makes the scriptures real. Why is it written? If we so great, why we need to be saved? Why I need a superhero?
Like what we need Yahweh Shai for. We are to be perfect.
You trying to look all glowed up. Like, you look at ISUBK. They like they don't need nobody. Them niggas jaded, man. Black shades and shit on. So.
Say if I could too, it'd show you why we the real judges, man. You know, our race, you know, speaking overall, we would be the real judges. All right, because the powers that be that set up right now, they look at themselves like they perfect, man. Obviously, they don't judge themselves. Obviously, they don't examine themselves.
That's why you keep doing the shit you doing, man.
Exactly.
You supposed to be getting better, like, consistently, really. How often? That's a whole nother thing. You got brothers that work at different rates. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be getting better, man. You know? Let's go ahead and get back to it. Yeah.
Now, this Malachi chapter 1 and verse 2. It says, I have loved you, saith the Lord, Yahweh. It says, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
You know how humble the Lord is? The Lord actually perfect, but he still considers that we imperfect. He still don't be like, you just a piece of shit and that's it.
Right. No, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? That's how humble he is. The scriptures actually talk about that. The Lord humbled himself. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, Yahweh, you know what I'm saying? He humbled himself, man. Yahweh Shai, he humbled himself, man. He could, man, come on, man. It's not even a fucking question. If it is, you gonna die. How about that? You need death, nigga. You know, it's like these jakes, they come up and act like they shit don't stink, man. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you got something wrong with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You need healing. You don't need no healing? Damn. You don't find no issues in this shit? Nothing? You don't find no reason to listen to what I'm saying? You little dumbass fucking bitches and little peon niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like straight up though. You just that proud, huh? That's alright. Go ahead, bro.
No, it's beautiful too, because that's exactly what's being shown here in this conversation that we read. the Lord doesn't have to bow himself down to listen to us. You know, this is a all-out thought conversation right there, right here. It says, I have loved you, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Yeah.
Yet ye say,
Yeah.
wherein hast thou loved us?
And that's what a woman will tell you too. You be like, man, I got you this, I got you that. She be like, but that ain't love. Nah, it ain't love. To justify some wicked shit you want to be on. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it ain't love, bitch. I make sure you got health. Fuck you talking about. You know what I'm saying? I make sure you know the right way. Fuck you talking about. You know? That's how the Lord coming off in this. Read that, bro.
Yeah, Khan. He said, the Lord says, was not Esau, Jacob.
We throw over time.
Yeah, Khan. Malachi chapter 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I have loved you, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Yet ye say, when hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother?
You see what I'm saying? You like, fuck you talking about? You know what I'm saying? You see, look how pale this nigga is, man. You glowing and shit. You know? Come on, man.
There's too many accounts of him showing that you love him.
Man, it's too many, bro. I gotta get petty and mention them. You know what I'm saying?
Salaki, if I can too.
Go ahead, brother.
I said the scripture that said that all the works of Yahushua came within the book. That tell you right there. Yeah. All the works he did went for nothing.
Yeah, that was love.
Exactly. So if it can't fit in the book, you know what I'm saying? Him being Yahweh's son, you know what I'm saying? His only begotten son.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's that. What the scripture say? If you have seen me, you have seen the Father.
That's too much love.
Yeah, that's too much. Too much to count. You know what I'm saying? You know how Jake in the world, they say like, they be like, how much you love me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So much words can't even say.
Yeah, show me it's real. Yeah, show me that's the spirit. Spirit saluted that, man. Yeah, bro, you got it.
Yeah, that's it.
You got it, bro.
Malachi chapter 1 and verse 2. I have loved you, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Yet ye say, when hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother?
Yeah. But the point of getting this is to show like our people walk around not repenting, not saying sorry, because they like, man, look what the Lord did to us.
Exactly.
Nigga, you ain't shit. Fuck you mean?
Right.
He had to do, you ain't gotta be here, nigga.
What make you think?
What Peon, you think you ain't, what make you think you ain't even create this concept and you think you ain't gotta give praises to the one, like, you know how it feel good to take a deep breath sometimes. Like, not those ones that's like dealing with stress and shit, but those, like, to actually breathe. He allows peon niggas to wake up and take breaths, take a piss without hurting, you know what I'm saying? And the nigga think he ain't gotta say thank you to nothing. Did you create that nigga? You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's why your outside say he gonna feed with all flesh with the sword. Ain't no talking when you come. The talking now, man. Ain't shit to talk about. You without excuse. Brothers got something? Go ahead, bro.
Yes. Yeah, it says, saith the Lord,
That's it.
yet I love Jacob.
Yeah, that's it. Go ahead, bro. So he loved Jacob. He loved his woman, man. You know? Look at all he done did for us, man. Hey, before the slave trade, how was we living? You know what I'm saying? Who the only people that got a book everybody lives by and cleaves to? Who the only people that got a book that's narrating their life while they here? That's talking about them while they're here and things they're gonna do while they're here and they ain't even done it yet. Who got it? Come on, man. Nobody. Come on, man.
I got first question.
Please, brother. You got it. Bubble the shot.
Revelation chapter 3, verse 19, it says, as many as I love, who I rebuke and chasten.
Yeah, the Lord wants you to get your shit together, man. He let these other people do what the hell they want to do, man. Go ahead, bro. If you want to speak on the guy, you got it.
Kind of this little more, it says, be zealous, therefore, and repent.
If I didn't love you, I wouldn't correct you and tell you like, yo, bro, you need to, you know what I'm saying? I don't mean that. But what if I just let you go the fuck off? Here it is. Let's just say you deem me on point, or I'm on point. However, and I just let you go off. It don't even matter. You don't get no feedback, nothing. You just, you know what I'm saying? You be like, this motherfucker don't care. This nigga don't care about me, man. He don't say shit to me. You know? He just let me do what I want to do. Yeah, because he don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Hey, when the Lord stop having us talk, you know what that means? He don't give a fuck no more, you know? It say, think about the wrath, the end when he turned. And the matter of fact, get that real quick. Sirach 18 and 24. And then we're gonna get these gospels. And then we'll pass it over, brothers, you know. Go ahead and close out. Let's see, let brothers, you know, bang out.
Got it?
Yeah, man.
See, spiritual missiles on America, man.
Sirach 18, verse 24.
Come on,
Think upon the wrath that shall be at the end,
come on.
in the time of vengeance, when he shall turn away his face.
Basically, he gonna stop giving a fuck. Cause look, when the Lord turned away his face the first time, niggas went into slavery. You know what I'm saying? Leprous, weak niggas that's not strong enough actually took us and put us on ships. Raping women and shit. Stupid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It's like that moment with Judah. He was standing in the rain, letting the rain, you know, just basking in. That's how I feel right now. You can't even, cause you could just keep getting mad and yelling and shit, but it's like, we want blood, bro. You know, I want, you know, I want these scriptures, bro.
Go ahead.
Hey, go ahead, bro.
As they maintain terrorists.
Yeah, cause I'm gonna pass it on. You got it, Ezekiel 16. Not at 16, what was you reading?
You talking about me?
Yeah, Isaiah.
Isaiah 54.
Yeah, come on, you got it.
Isaiah 54 verse 8, it says, in a little wrath.
Now, to get back to transitioning back to this real quick, right? The Lord, he did all that, right? Because we went off. But after all that, we still here. We supposed to be gone. You know what I'm saying? You know what Esau came over here and did before he went and got the rest of Jake and brought him over here on slave ships?
Man.
This nigga, like, you gotta actually read the history. This nigga was actually fucking they was bringing smallpox, them fucking crackers. They came over here with disease. Jake wasn't dealing with that shit over here because we understood the herbs. You see what I'm saying? This nigga came and brought fucking disease over here and he spread it to the Aztecs, man. You see what I'm saying? He spread it to the Aztecs. And like over fucking 70 million fucking so-called native Indians got sick. They was putting smallpox and shit, and that's how he was taking them out. That's how they'll never say that really. That's how they won the war. Because he couldn't fight them. Wasn't too many automatic weapons. And Jake was, you gotta think how built Jake was then, because he was building every fucking thing over here. There wasn't no cranes and all that shit. You see what I'm saying? So the more, yeah.
Manpower.
It was mad, yeah, like when we went to Kohiki. You know what I'm saying? Brothers was, you know.
That's a slack if I can.
Oh, man.
The pyramids, you know what I'm saying? Mexico,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
To think each stone, you know what I'm saying, the brother was bringing,
Yeah.
go down,
Yeah.
how many hours, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like go look at them images and see how the men were built, man. It shows you. It shows you man had a certain statue. You know?
And that's like what? Carpentry. That's how we know Yahweh Shah was big. You put on some muscle fucking being a carpenter.
Oh yeah.
Yahweh Shah a big dude, man. You know? And you gotta think, this is before GMOs, all of this stuff we talking about. Because that's another reason we ain't as big, we can't get as big as we would. They limited us. You can't get to the things that grow the body. They're keeping it from you. You know what I'm saying? Like your beard don't grow, your muscles last so far, your strength. They limited you, man. Everything. I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? Everything they do targets us, man. But the point being, after all this, we ain't dead though. You know, the Lord let this happen because we went off. So now look at the mercy, which is right, how he gets down his woman because she went off. Now look how he does his woman. Go ahead.
Isaiah 54 verse 8, it says, in a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment.
He said that was just a little wrath. Really, when you think about it, it was. You know?
Because the time frame.
You got a house, you got a job, Jake got cars. Jake doing better than a lot of heathens here. Jake in Porsches and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
Everybody like Jake and shit, but low-key hate on him.
Hate on them for like it. It's crazy. It's crazy.
We ain't doing good, but hell, you know? That's why Jake that's why you can't tell these niggas nothing. Because even when you ain't shit, you like stealing shit. So it's like he just gotta punish them because they too proud, man.
it was a statement brother had said before, like basically Jake made slavery cool. You made slavery look cool. Like that's how we actually look back on slavery down there. Like instead of actually looking at slavery for what we know, the stuff we talk about, we go into the world, they make it cool.
That's why the niggas are like Jay-Z and them actually talk about like how the chains. Niggas are compared to chains, like, you know, the chains was wearing in the fucking
chain. Like, no, bro, you was in slavery. You wasn't taking your chain off and going into Jacob and getting the gold plated, bro. Yeah. That ain't real. Yeah. That's not real. That was the actual chain that was on your ancestors, man. Hard bondage and slavery. Select it.
No, that's it, bro. That's the spirit. You got it, brother.
Come. Says, in a little wrath, I hid my face from thee for a moment. Says, but with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee.
That's no. You telling? Could you? Do you got the stomach to tell your woman that when she go off on you, your brother? You know what I'm saying? That's how he wants us to be, though. That's God like. When you bigger than everything. I'm bigger than that, bro. What's I like, man? I made a deal. He can stay. Lord can really get in his feelings if you want to. Like, nah, fuck you. It was just like,
real easy. Real easy.
But help us.
I said a good example of that too. They said the higher field counts. It's like when the Lord had said that the angels to wreak havoc on us, and he had to repent himself from it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the Lord, you know what I'm saying? Lord got mad. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he was back in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I'm saying? In the ancient times. I said, Lord, you know what I'm saying? He was like, I'm going to give you one of these options because I'm going to fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't for, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no light shit. It's either this, or this. You choose.
Tomorrow, King David.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's it, bro.
So it's like, in them three, you know what I'm saying? That's he. You know what I'm saying?
Brother got something?
Yeah, I got something.
Yeah, go ahead. Bring him up.
This is Leviticus 19:17. It says, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. It says, thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor. It says, and not suffer sin upon him. And that's ultimate love. You know, correction. You know, rebuke when it's necessary. You know, that's the most love you can show to anybody.
If I can add real quick too. Imagine having a son. His married brother ain't got a son, a child, right? But let's say a son though, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Imagine not correcting your son or telling your son, like, don't do this because you know damn well you hate him. That would be an outright display of hate. Why would you keep letting him be bad and just hurt himself and don't watch you stepping and, you know what I'm saying? Right. That's fucked up, man. You know, like it might hurt the, you know, whoop his butt or some shit, you know what I'm saying? But really it don't. You know, because you understand the purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right, it's about being right. Being right.
The ass whooping the hug, son. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so, is this something you ain't gonna forget? Yeah, that I did it.
Yeah. Instead of me doing this and let you be a fool, I'm gonna whoop your ass, man. You know, and cuss you out. You know, that's the biggest hug, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck up, you know, this ain't gonna tell you shit.
Exactly. They ain't doing nothing for you, man.
It's like if I can.
Oh, baby, come here.
Fuck out of here, man. You gonna be a little fool. Go ahead.
So like I said, if I can, because ultimately with us getting our asses beat, you know what I'm saying, throughout all of our generations, now we got something to actually remember and think on to correct ourselves.
Hey, you ain't a Jake if you don't whoop ass. How about that? You know what I'm saying? You ain't whooping your kid's ass, you gonna take your Jake card. Jake, why you think whooping's big amongst Jake and not amongst Edomites?
They reward for ignorance.
Yeah, because the Lord our Father, man. The Lord whoop ass, and we whoop. That's in us. Whoopings is in. We created that concept. Whoopings. You don't see fucking heathens whoop their kids. Go show me Edomite whooping their kids. You see what I'm saying? They'd do it before Esau, but Jake do that shit. You know. A lot of times you got kids you ain't gotta whoop, because a whooping could be in the form of a stern talking too. You see what I'm saying? You ain't gotta just slap the shit out of them all the time. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know. First guy said you gotta talk about.
You know what I'm saying? That's why they say we get our ass whooped in the spirit, you know? And the words will whoop your ass. So it ain't always gotta be you'll always get pulled up on in the same way, pretty much.
Scripture say, let your children feel the ride, man. You know? You got it?
I got a scripture real quick.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Oh, go ahead, bring it up. Go ahead.
Proverbs 13, verse 24 says, he that spareth his rod hateth his son.
Yep.
It says, but he that loveth him chasteneth him betimes.
Yeah, so if the Lord didn't love you, he would spare the rod. He wouldn't show you this word, right? If he didn't love you, he wouldn't have gave you the word of correction. You know? Here it is, he see you was trying to get life, and you a son of Israel, right? So you his son. But he never gave you the word of correction, the rod. He didn't love you then, you know? But since he gave it to us, he loved you, you know? Now you ain't eating this no more, you ain't fucking with that bitch, you ain't doing this, doing that. Go ahead, bro.
So like I got one more scripture.
You got it, bro. That's the spirit.
It's Hebrews 12. I've been holding this for a minute too.
Yeah.
Hebrews 12, verse 5, it says, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. It says, my son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord.
What's another word for chastening? Really a whooping, right? You know? Come on.
It says, of the Lord, how about Shemal Shah says, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him.
You know what I'm saying?
Good.
Hey, Jake could take some ass whoopers too, as shorties.
Yeah,
you know?
good.
You probably put on hella jaws and shit.
Exactly.
But you built to take whoopings though.
Good.
And you about, you know,
Good.
you built to get whoopings and take them.
That's by the spirit. That's what Moses was really talking about that just the other day. It says, and finish this point. Verse 6, it says, for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth.
Yep.
It says, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth.
Yep.
If ye
Yep.
so if ye endure chastening,
Yep.
the Most High deals with you as with sons.
Because he could just kill you. You know what I'm saying? You know, awesome. You know? Yeah, it was that whooping of ass, like, you know, you got the whoopings you don't forget and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like older now, so I don't even, no, I remember one, you know what I'm saying?
I got a few.
I remember one, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I do remember one.
It resonated.
Lord said, oh yeah, what about this one, you know? You know your parents were off and shit, you know, but still, it was an example for the truth, you know?
Yeah.
Go ahead, talk about Bible shot.
It's like, just a little bit more on
Go
this.
ahead.
It says, for what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not?
You gonna say something on it?
That's the point. That was me finishing the verse. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, we get chastened. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord loves us. Ultimately, you know what I'm saying? This is a prime example of how we supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? In our seed.
Because it's gonna help us appreciate the kingdom too, which is a good transition. We stand in the cold like we ain't out here in the cold. You know, I'm gonna let brothers speak so brothers can warm up. Go ahead, bro.
He was getting Psalms 124 and 2. It says, if it had not been the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, who was on our side, and men rose up against us, they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us. So yeah, basically all the points and precepts the brothers bringing out tie into all the same points that the Lord, you know, no matter what, he's never going to legit for real abandon us. Like, he may turn his back, but then he's going to turn back around, make sure we're not, you know, completely gone off or completely lost, completely, you know, gone astray. He'll smack us, he'll just top the head, you know, to turn us in the right direction. Because he actually legit still cares. Like if a man, you know, has a woman, you know, he left her for a bit, but he gonna, you know, see what she doing.
Yeah.
Make sure, you know, she okay at the end of the day. Because
if he love her.
Yeah, correct. Because he still cares.
Yeah.
That's why he may put his hands on her because he actually cares.
Yeah.
Like, if she cheated or something, but he didn't really care about it, he'd probably just stop talking to her, whatever, and just ignore her.
We don't let these hoes. There ain't no holding the Lord though, you know. Ultimately, you got it.
So like, if I can, that's that. Going into 1 Corinthians 11 chapter, you know what I'm saying, when it talks about the order, right? You know what I'm saying? Your man's over the woman. You know what I'm saying? The man's over the woman. So ultimately, you know what I'm saying, like how your brother say, a woman can't even get to the Lord without her husband. You know what I'm saying? You can't even, you know what I'm saying, get chassis, you know what I'm saying, without your husband. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, like the verse said, like if your husband loves you, you know what I'm saying, and if he hits you, he chasts you like how the Lord gonna chastise him.
Yeah. Shit get to that point sometimes, man. You fucking throw your woman, across the goddamn room some goddamn way, man. Like, the shit happen, man. You know what I'm saying? And they be doing this shit, just being hunted, but really, once again, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
Right.
That's just the easiest thing to resort to for shoot. You're in the flesh, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, that is a sign of love, man. It ain't no fucking Ike Turners or nothing like that. It's like shit, if your woman care, she'll grab you, do some crazy shit because you done said something to piss her off, she slap you or some shit. And see the man to take it because he's like, yeah, I know I pissed you off. Yeah, laugh and shit. She's like, yo, man, get your little ass out of here, man. She's like, nah, cause you fuck with that bitch. They go off on that. Yeah, man can have as many women he want, man. As long as it ain't somebody else's woman, How about that? I can have a zillion women. What you talking about, man? Like the goddamn Dr. Evil on the movie, he said that, he's like, you owe me, he's like, what? Like, billion dollars. Yeah, man, that's basically the point.
Yeah, I could real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
And it's proven in Yahushua how Yahushua was ultimately chastised at the end, or how he met his
Yeah, it pleased him to bruise him.
Exactly.
Damn.
The Lord Yahushua said, glorify me, Lord.
Yeah.
That was his glory.
Yeah.
To be beaten,
Yeah.
So it's a glory in that.
Yep. Yeah, exactly, bro. I hate this world. It just make it really got our women thinking they heathen women.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
You just go, she can walk outside and these women go outside, get ass naked and go in the middle of the street and scream and say, you raped me! Women's rights! You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You see our women amongst them crowds with women's rights on they breasts and shit, they paps.
Exactly.
Lord gonna kill you hoes, man.
Wisdom stayed out.
You know?
Free the dick.
He's gonna treat you like the hoe you just wanna be. Because ultimately, let me say this, the elect ain't a hoe. I know I said earlier that sounded hypocritical or contradiction. The elect ultimately ain't a hoe. Everybody else hoes, man. You know what I'm saying? But even then, he gonna bring them back. I'm gonna reset you, send you back to, my grandchildren. The Lord awesome. Come on. Go ahead and wrap that up. You got something?
Yeah, come.
You got it, bro.
So Luke 23:34, it says, then said Yahushua, it says, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And they parted his raiment and cast lots. But going into what the brother says, it's ultimately written for the elect, but it is for Israel as a whole as well, because they're going to be able to obtain the kingdom, and live up to the foolish, but in the kingdom, I forget what other point I want to make, but
it's just the Lord gonna have to he gonna have to choke a couple women out, man. You know what I'm saying? If you will, a couple. Like really think it's you don't know who judgment gonna be what ultimately to get into the kingdom. That's other 2/3. Your judgment could be anything.
Yeah.
The Lord can do more. He gonna do more than beat your ass, man. But ultimately, it is him simply just beating your ass. Because it could be worse, like the brother brought out. We ain't swallowed up, man. You know what I'm saying? When you swallowed up, ain't no more. That ain't gonna be the case for all Israel ultimately. Go ahead, bro. About the shot. That's it. You got it. Isaiah. Come on. Yeah, that's the point. Here we got one more.
Isaiah 54, verse 8, it says, in a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment. But with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee, saith Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, thy Redeemer.
I've been calling you. You know what I'm saying? You are picking up. Man,
It says
50,000 missed calls, man. From all Israel.
it says like the hotline.
Yeah.
The phone,
Yeah.
go off the chain.
Yeah, Lord, pissed, man.
Stuff.
Yeah, he pissed. Motherfuckers ain't, there's so many people ain't getting their prayers, their calls picked up. Go ahead, bro.
It says, for this is as the waters of Noah unto me. It says,
Check this out, yeah. See? That's the time we're going into the days of Noah, which is the times and now. Come on.
For this is as the waters of Noah unto me.
Yep.
For as I have sworn that the waters of Noah should no more go over the earth.
See, the Lord, the man of his word, he could just, you know, shit, the Lord is the contract. He, you know, the Lord ain't no liar, man. Go ahead, bro. He don't fold. Come on.
So have I sworn that I would not be wroth with thee.
He showed, hey, just because we, bro, I know I ain't supposed to be standing here. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no fucking way, man. I got so much shit I should be dead on. I was in too many situations. Too many. If I ain't dead, I'm supposed to be in jail. If it ain't that, I'm supposed to be rich. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Like, on some real stuff, man. And so for all these other brothers, you know what I'm saying, it's a testament that the Lord keeping his word, man. Come on. The end of the world, you in the Bible. Who would have thought? At the heaviest level, though. You ain't on the fucking football field, you know? You ain't on the damn, you ain't on the recording booth. Hey! That's a spirit. It ain't shit fake, man.
Jake thinking nightlife shit, you know what I'm saying?
Niggas so stupid, bro. You niggas are so stupid, bro.
I can.
Go ahead, brother.
Mercy too, you know, okay. He brought it at the last second, like, cause this whole place wanted to get, you know, eradicated. So he said, all right, you got 10 minutes left. Boom, come out. You got all that time to, you know, get right, and you know, it's changed. So you ain't gotta be, you know, like everybody else no more. Put your blood at it.
You could be somewhere caught up in your image and, you know what I'm saying, getting fitted for a suit because y'all finna go out to eat tonight and shit. Some stupid ass shit like that, man. Some shit that don't count for nothing. You know? And then these same people doing that, they end up on the news.
In those suits. In they nice cars. Whatever it may be.
So that's why I say, them that sold to the flesh shall reap corruption. You know? You also just gonna end in death with nothing. You're gonna go back to the spirit world and look stupid. You're gonna see all that glory and find out, oh damn. You know? Yeah, this is what we finna get, because they go on to hear about that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Ephesians 5:8. For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord. Walk as children of the light. Yeah, that's just scripture that popped up as you know talking about this. We used to be, you know, in the world in darkness. And instead of getting destroyed in darkness, he brought us out, you know, to be above everything and to see everything. You know, ultimately not to be, to not perish for everybody.
Go ahead, bring them out.
Ephesians 2:1. And you hath he quickened, who were dead in trespasses and sins, where in times past ye walked according to the course of this world. So yeah, just to land back on what the brother's saying, you know, we fortunate to be brought out those circumstances, man. Walking according to the course of this world. It's so fortunate. You know, especially in these times, man. It ain't much time left, man. We're at the end. You about to bring
I got something.
You about to bring it back into the better.
So Galatians 6:9, it says, and let us not be weary in well-doing. It says, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. You know, so going back to the brother's point, you don't want to be one of those people who are like shit, you know, I fucked up on this side in the kingdom, man. You know, you want to be doing what you ought to be doing right now while you can, you know, while still day, you know, because like the brother said, we're at the end, man.
Spirit, 360. You got something out for y'all?
Yep. Slap you. This is let's see if I get the right word. This is Mark chapter 8, verse 36 says, for what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? You know, and just to add more to, you know what I'm saying, every brother's point that they made, you know what I mean? Like, we ain't to be trying to make it what is it? Make it big, you know what I'm saying, in this world. You know what I'm saying? We trying to make it big, you know what I'm saying, in the world to come. Because that's ultimately where our mind is at, where it's supposed to be at. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? That's fucking Satan is trying to distract us. You know what I'm saying? This is the true purpose of life. you know what I'm saying, you lose your life here to fight, you know what I'm saying, to partner with the Most High. You know?
Go ahead, bring that out. That Isaiah. So yeah, it say if you wait, we gonna get it, man. If we keep going, get what?
It says Isaiah 54 verse 9. It says, for this is as the waters of Noah unto me, for as I have sworn that the waters of Noah should no more go over the earth, so have I sworn that I would not be wroth with thee, nor rebuke thee.
Right.
Since for the mountains shall depart, and the hills be removed.
Yeah, that's dealing with the Noah representing what? Remnant. That's what Noah is in the scripture. People know it's the remnant. Alright? So he's talking to the really the elect right here, the remnant. So that would be those that ultimately the Lord remembered, man. You know what I'm saying? Like remnant, remember, leftovers survive, you know? And it's an indicator if you're in this truth that you could possibly have been remembered by the Lord. Obviously he remembers you here, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see if it work out. You know what I'm saying? Because once again, Chris Brown and Rihanna got back together, so you know. You know? Okay.
It says, for the mountains shall depart and the hills be removed, but my kindness shall not depart from thee.
Really, we're gonna find out the situation gonna be Chris Brown and Rihanna, brother saying baby boy, movie baby boy.
Tyrese?
Yeah. Basically, or like Jody and Yvette. Yeah. Because they had they fall out, but also they got back together at the end. Right. You know what I'm saying? You got it.
It says
they were married. You know what I'm saying? Reconciled. You know? Go ahead.
It says, but my kindness shall not depart from thee, neither shall the covenant of my peace be removed, saith Yahweh, Shah, that have mercy on thee.
And really, they never really separated. You know what I'm saying? It was just some bullshit was going on. You know? Basically, Jody turned the shoes. Man was like, he don't love me no more. He came to the door, remember she was in the rain? He's like, Jody, the car broke and you need fixing. He was like, what, girl? He closed the door and his shit. She got in the car, her friend, she's like, he don't love me no more. You know? And then he got up, he went to the door, he was like, fuck. You know? That's just how men is with they woman, man. You know, if he care about you. Went to the door to see she, he opened the door, you know, he's like, fuck, you know, I'm gonna see, you know. I'm gonna quit being mad. She wasn't there no more because she got in the car, ran off crying and shit. You know? But that's basically how the Lord is with us right now, man. You know? He think about us. He like, I'm thinking about beaming you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna beam you up, bro, you know. I'm trying, let me cool out real quick. Cause you, woo! You know?
Yeah, right.
Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
It's only been some time. Like it's not.
Right.
It's been longer time for us. You know, that's why it might feel longer, but to him, it's like you haven't learned your lesson yet.
Yeah. Exactly.
it's still fresh with him.
In a few days, Lord, it's super fresh.
Yeah, good.
Then you get constant updates.
Yeah.
Even with your house shot too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like the hereditary. Your pops got to deal with your moms. Now, you know what I'm saying, now you see your son having to deal with his woman. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same woman because, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Israel. But it's like they both conversating, dealing with it, you know what I'm saying? And just ultimately add more to the, like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? This, oh, man. I'm like, hold on, son, I got you. Just give it a minute. You know what I'm saying? We're going to hold off for a few minutes. You know what I'm saying?
For real. That's it, man.
That makes a lot of sense too. You know, the Lord will turn his face. Ultimately, that's for our advantage. You know, because
it is. You know, like if I raise up, that's what he said. He said if I lift up my hand, take hold of my sword, man. He said I'm gonna run the bitch. Yeah, girl, I'll kill you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's what Jody told him, man. He said, God, I'll fucking kill you. No, Urias told his woman that. on Dead Presidents.
Yeah, cuz.
She was in
Oh,
this.
yeah,
Cuz.
She was fucking with him.
Man.
Bro.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's how I'm just thinking about the situation.
You ever put your hands on me again? Yeah, I'll kill you. And you gotta think he a man of war.
Exactly. He is straight up man of war.
He was a man of war.
Yeah,
That was like his whole.
You see, brother, seen that movie, Dead Presidents?
Cause, he was telling me, he was like, you ain't know what it's like.
Yeah.
You ain't been through this shit.
Yeah. She was talking shit. She's like, you done did this, you done back me, you done did this, you done did that. You know what I'm saying? Whole time she cheating on him and shit.
Man.
While he was gone, the nigga she was doing it with, you gotta see that movie if you ain't seen it, bro. It's super, it goes super with the truth.
Yeah.
I did a lesson on one of the clips.
Yep. When he was out
Heavy,
there.
bro.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, please watch that movie, bro. Go ahead.
That's a good one. That's how I got Coach
Nigga
Christian.
pistol whipped him. He, you know, he's like, you got all this good loving. You know what I'm saying? Kirby and shit. I ain't gonna tell the movie though. Go ahead.
All right, Coach Christian.
Bitch, go ahead, bro.
It's Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. It says, see now that even I am he. And there is no God with me. I kill, not make alive. I wound and not heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, for I lifted my hand to heaven and said, I live forever.
Yeah. Yeah, Lord said he run this shit, man.
Yeah, I read it.
Yeah, basically. Come on.
It says, if I wet my glittering sword,
Yeah, see?
it says, and my hand take hold on
That's
judgment.
why they be talking about they gonna go to the truck. Gonna go to the
right.
truck, bitch ass. Yeah. Go ahead.
It says, I will render vengeance to mine
He
enemies.
said, you gonna make me raise up? He's like, then Jamie Foxx said on Players Club, not Jamie Foxx. No, he told, because he had that said to him by Chicago.
Right.
And then he
He's
said it
going
to
to say that
Chicago.
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
he's like, if I come back, it's gonna, he's like, Blue? He's like, we don't come back, he's gonna be trouble. And then Jamie Foxx, he's like, listen, Blue, if I come back, you know, the club ended and shit, you know, that's basically what Jake, you just can't make it up, man. We the people of the Lord, man. We his children, you know, and we can understand what the Lord is saying when we consider
Exactly.
our own, you know, we like, oh damn, this what we be saying. Now I get what you saying, Lord. You know, he saw they don't have these problems, they don't talk like this, they got these solo issues like
You can never try to say that any scripture, any man written in the book could be an Edomite.
Yeah. Esau don't got, no one on the earth got relationship problems like Jake.
Man, that's all you read about.
Yeah, no, your women ain't out of order, they breaking them cookies and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And all this other shit.
They don't be whipping their kids.
Yeah. You know, they ain't dealing with nothing we dealing with, man. You know? Ain't no flavor there. Go ahead. Really flavor. There's a lot of soul in that house, man. You know?
Taste.
A lot of soul, man. That's all it is. You know? Come on, bro.
Come on, jumping back.
Get up out of here.
It says, Isaiah 54, verse 11, it says, O thou afflicted, tossed with tempest, and not comforted.
Well,
Behold, I will lay thy stones with fair colors.
yep. So you read that verse again, the previous verse. So read it through.
Okay, come
Bump
on.
shot. All right.
Isaiah 54, verse 10, it says, for the mountains shall depart,
Yep.
and the hills be removed.
Yep. So
But-
the Lord finna move. All he's like, do I, you know, because really during the wrath when he turned his face away, all this shit happened. You know what I'm saying? Mountains got set up, governments, we became workers in cubicles and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, Michael Jordan happened and shit. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Go ahead.
It says, and the hills be removed, but my kindness shall not depart from thee.
Yeah.
Neither shall the covenant of my peace be removed.
Because ultimately the Lord still being kind to these 2/3 he ain't gonna save. Because he at least telling them who they is. He like, yo, a lot of y'all ain't gonna make it, which he be saying to us, but you gonna come back in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? That's kindness, you know? To a bunch of damn fucking whores, man. Go ahead.
It says, neither shall the covenant of my peace be removed, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that have mercy on thee,
Yeah, come on.
O thou afflicted,
Yep.
tossed with tempest,
Yeah.
and not comforted.
Yeah, tossed in tempest. You know, we was on ships, you know, bodies and shit, you know, the seas was raging, and, you know,
in a cargo unit at that.
Even the Northern Kingdom, they came over here on ships. It just wasn't involuntary. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't fucking fly on here on pizza like that nigga that came fucking the nigga with the Bible.
Yeah, he said we came over here on a damn
playing and shit.
Yeah.
You nigga, you gonna die, nigga.
Right. You're right, because in the account of the Northern Kingdom come over here, it says the Lord had to, he had to allow them to make it.
Yeah, he had to stay the waters.
Yeah, to stay the waters.
Yep.
Kind.
But when the Southern Kingdom came, it was so bad for us because shit, we just killed the Lord. Well, them niggas killed the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I just said it like that because we the Southern Kingdom. You know what I'm saying? But the Southern Kingdom responsible for the Lord's death, man. Ultimately, even the Northern Kingdom, because if they didn't do it, that happened and everybody peace played a part and that happened. It was all, So we really all the reason the Lord did, man. Had to die. That's why you gonna fuck all of Jacob, man. That's why we went into slavery on those ships, man. It was with no mercy, in a sense. That shit was 99%, wrath. Lord left 1% of mercy, Yeah. That shit crazy, bro. Go ahead. And we survived that shit,
It says, behold, I will lay thy stones with fair colors, and lay thy foundations with sapphires.
So the point is what? He said, in my father's house are many mansions. My father's wealth, the mansions he can buy. This is the Heavenly Father, this is Yahweh talking. He's talking to Yahweh Shah is telling us about the mansions of a world that the earth has never experienced. Because it's going to be far greater than the Garden of Eden. You know what I'm saying? With no spiritual power there. You see what I'm saying? Facts. But it's going to be like the beginning again, but it's going to be better. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's talking about rebuild the days, the house of David as the days are old, which is going to go to how we used to be in Ezekiel, the 16th chapter. We might not even get it though, but it was telling you how decked out he was, how the Lord decked his woman out, and he stripped that bitch. Give me this, give me that. Show you that in the movie Casino. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite movies. Not like the gangster movies and shit, but when he put that bitch out the house, they also show you that on Hoodlum. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like Casino, you can watch Hoodlum with Lawrence Fishburne. That's when he was playing Bumpy Johnson, and he had that beautiful sister. But pretty much, at the end of the movie, he ended up turning on her because he ended up getting too proud and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like the king, and he ended up putting her out. All the minks and everything. This was Bumpy Johnson. Threw all that shit over the spiral stairs and all that shit. That's what men do. Like, bitch, give me all that shit back. Give me, That's how you know, man.
So, Lord, he said he decked this out.
Yep.
You ain't shit without me.
Yep. Matter of fact, go ahead and get that. We get a couple in there. Yeah, we close out there.
So if I quote a scripture, paraphrasing, really, that's how the Lord said, I'll make a man more blessed than fine gold offer.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like him showing you, like, I'm going to deck you out. You know what I'm saying? I do that.
Yeah, he's I'm going to do it better. Because we always had gold. You know what I'm saying? Right. So if you're going to make a man more fine than precious gold, he not only going to give us what we had back, the state of what we had back, but it's going to be better. Because it goes into it. Start at verse 7, bro. 16 to 7.
Ezekiel 16:7. I have caused thee to multiply as the bud of the field, and thou hast increased and waxen great.
See, when this happens, that happened what? Really, that took place post the flood. You see what I'm saying? Going into the, like how he mentioned Noah right there. You see? Because what did he tell Noah when he got off the ship? Be fruitful and multiply. Right. But ultimately, which is how you got Jake getting to the point now when we came in inception as the Israelites, right? To where we can become as a sand in the sea. But really, that's going to be truly fulfilled in the kingdom. There's going to be so many of us, everybody ain't going to be able to fit on the planet. Brother Kazak was just speaking on this by the Spirit. And how I know that to be true, I won't even say the sand of the sea. Because in my head, it's more stars than it is sand. See what I'm saying? So we're going to have to branch out to other planets. It's impossible for all the Israelites to be here. He's like, imagine us gathering together on the Passover. You know what I'm saying?
If I can add, if we're gonna have an everlasting kingdom, we're not gonna die. How many years, how many hundreds of thousands, millions of years are gonna have to pass? It's not like we're gonna not have sex no more. This is gonna be a continual cycle of reproducing. Like I think you said one time a while ago, you got spirits that were solely created for the kingdom that never seen this world, and that's gonna have to be true. As you know, after a certain period of time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's heavy. That's definitely heavy. You know? Yeah, I have to assess that. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be, that's the only way. I don't really want to speak to that too much, but we know the Lord gonna have to do something, because all the people that he supposedly are made on earth right now, in a regard, not necessarily, but it is a scripture that tell you that. That's what Ezra was talking about. He was in the 7th chapter. He was talking to Gabriel. Ezra was telling Gabriel, he was complaining about what Adam did. He was like, and Gabriel was telling him basically, y'all got a kingdom coming, but you got to go through all this. And he was like, you can't just bring everybody. But then Gabriel also said, but the Lord got to judge everybody. So Ezra was like, can't he just bring everybody at one time and judge them so we can just get this shit over with? You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, they say it's what, like 7 billion people or some shit on the earth. The Lord might make, probably gonna make new spirits. Because that's not, it's some shit you just have to really sit down and go into, but it have to be off camera. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be expedient to put on camera. But we know the Lord gave us the right to analyze, and like I said earlier about the spirit, the cliffhangers, you know? The only thing that makes sense, you know? So we keep it off camera. Go ahead, bro.
You did 16, right?
Yep. Yeah, we close out here. We don't need that.
Ezekiel 16 and 7. I have caused thee to multiply as the blood of the field, and now has increased and waxen great.
Yep.
And now are come to excellent ornaments.
Yep.
Thy breasts are fashioned,
See?
thy hair is grown.
See, this woman, he like, I got this long hair. You know how Jake in the foot. Dealing with your woman now, when you decking your woman out now, you know, she an Israelite, you know, in particular probably of the Southern Kingdom, you gotta get her weave. You gotta, can you get my hair done? Right, exactly. That consists of weave sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So that's like that right there. Go ahead. It says, he said, yo, hair grown. Yeah. Come on.
Whereas thou was naked and bare.
Yeah. He was like, your breasts, you got ornaments on, everything. That's how the Lord had his woman. Come on.
Now when I passed by thee and looked upon thee,
see? He said, I checked you out. I remember I first seen you. You know, come on.
Behold, thy time was the time of love.
You see?
And I spread my skirt over thee.
Yeah. Lord said, I covered you. You see what I'm saying? You know, when dudes being gentlemen and they throw their coat over the woman, you know what I'm saying? Come on.
It says, and cover thy nakedness.
See? Come on.
Yeah.
He said, I see you out here cold. We was strolling together in the garden. You know what I'm saying? In the cool of the day. Go ahead.
It says, yeah, I swear unto thee,
Yeah.
and
See?
enter.
Woo! See, you swear. You made, hey, the Lord said I made you an honest woman, if you will. You know? Come on.
And enter into a covenant with thee, saith the Lord God,
Come on.
and now becamest mine.
Now imagine you do all this, woman go off and you'll kill that bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, now it's in context. Fuck out of here, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, then wash I thee with water.
Man, it take a lot for a man to give you his feelings. You know what I'm saying? We built off testosterone, not estrogen. You know? So don't play. You know? We conquer shit, you know? We go to war, not you. Here come Esau. Go ahead.
Yeah, I thoroughly washed away thy blood from me.
What are you guys doing?
Man, come on, man. We finna close out, man.
I knew. I thoroughly washed away
He's
thy
not
blood
in.
from
He's
thee,
not in.
Come on, bro.
and I
He's not
anointed
in.
thee with oil. I clothed thee also with broidered work.
Really?
Yeah, the Lord showed you what's going on. You know, He clothed us with embroidered work. The embroidery garments we wear, that's all embroidered.
He's not in. He's not in
Giving
with
it
you.
to us. Stay in the spirit.
I know that dumbass drove over the car
Ezekiel 16 and 10
and he
continues,
died.
and showed thee with badger skin, and I girded thee about with fine linen.
No, I know the dumbass drove over into the quarry.
And I girded thee about with fine linen,
He was
and I
drunk.
covered thee with silk.
That's right. See? Dora had his woman decked out, man. The best of the fabrics, the best of the materials.
Really?
Watch American Gangster, man. Look, then here come the. You see that? See how Satan works? See
This
that?
guy's not.
Talking about
This
it.
guy's not in it, and I'm not in it. But the dumbass fucking drove over there.
You go. What you Italian?
Irish.
Irish?
The dumbass Irishman, he wasn't even alive. He just drove over there. It was the worst. It was really bad. Like he didn't mean to be black, white.
You got black in your family?
Yes, of course.
On your dad? On whose side? Your dad or your mom's side?
No one.
No one's?
All right. You know what? You guys ever see? All right. No, listen to me. Listen to me.
No, you need something.
No. Listen. Fucking Joseph Stalin. You ever hear about that? Fucking trip from the USSR.
Yep.
Fucking Vladimir Putin's gonna fucking try to
That's the spirit.
fight again. No, he's gonna try to fight us again.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
Yeah,
right.
he would love us to be. He would love you and me to not even care about each other. Because you know what? He would like the stupid shit Abraham Lincoln when we had slaves. I hated it. You think I did?
He's back in his spirit. That's how you know. It's smelly.
You think
You look at that red side.
No, you can see it.
That's all
You think oh yeah, you're right. You think I was raised in fucking women. Like really? Slaves? No, I know you're right, but so those fucking that motherfucker is gonna try to fight us.
Yeah, it's true. 113 gonna destroy him.
And so the fucking guy from China too. He was killed.
Jinping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna try.
Yeah.
If we don't,
He gonna do it. He ain't gonna try. He gonna do it. That's
we're
what we're
not,
gonna tell everybody.
we're not united.
America divided. It's over with.
No, I think you're right.
He said the assessment is fair.
No, you're right. You're right.
America's a house divided.
You know, you know what? My favorite,
He got his jacket saying free,
Abraham Lincoln.
free country.
Everyone went no. Here's my favorite part. Could you imagine?
We don't like Abraham. He lied and made us think.
Did he really?
He lied and made us think he was free and he wasn't.
He tried. Then he got shot for it, right? He got shot. That guy was shot for it.
That's what Esau, bro.
He tried. Dude, he tried. He tried. You know that?
If you want to call it that.
You don't think he did? if he didn't do it, no one would ever know.
This is trying right here. This is real effort. You know? Nothing is considered trying, you know, that's outside of the standard.
I respect it. I
the
respect it.
standard of trying. So
I
if you're
respect
outside, if you're trying is outside of the standard of trying, you ain't trying.
I
So that's
respect what you're saying.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
it.
I'm an old white man. I'm an old fucking man, but I'm a tough man. I thought Abraham Lincoln, I think he did do it in Christ, you know?
He did. I knew that. He knew that.
I think he made he died for it, you know? Dude, he got shot in the back of the head because the fucking Southerners are fucking crooks.
Or it is Abraham Lincoln was the so-called black man. That stands to make sense.
Yeah, he tried.
So why he
Wow. You guys can work for me. I'm really.
What? What? Give me Revelation 3 and 10.
No, I have a great.
You know you're gonna work for us for fun, right? What kind of deal y'all do, right? That's what you believe in God for being right. Yeah, we believe in the higher power that carries all this. And the way he operates is recorded here. We're gonna read something to you. Right? Yeah.
That's fine.
All right, so 13 and 10. 13 and 10. We're gonna read something to you. Revelation 13. Revelation 13 verse 10 says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. People that live one people into slavery gonna go into slavery. And that goes to everybody that's a part of that race. That's into slavery. Got the other one?
You're right.
So you're gonna get ready to serve us. That's what's getting ready to happen. We're gonna take y'all how y'all they took us from so-called West Africa and brought us here. We're gonna take y'all. We're gonna take y'all back to Israel. Because we're the Israelites. We're the actual Israelites. We're gonna take y'all back to Israel, y'all. We're gonna possess y'all from handmaids and servants in the land of the Lord. That's what we're doing, right?
It's Isaiah 14 and 21.
Start at 2.
Isaiah 14 and 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
See, just like y'all did us. Come on.
And the house of Israel.
In the house of Israel, which is who we are.
No, I know.
He knows, see? Come on.
I know.
Shall possess them
Yep, that's
in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
That's it. Then he jump to they shall rule over their oppressors, like 8, 9, 36. Because y'all are oppressors right now. You know, this is why America's being set up to go to war by the Heavenly Father. Because this place is oppressing everybody. That's why you're drunk, you're thinking about what you're thinking about. That's why you don't care about shit.
You know I'm a great hockey coach. I coach you.
He's skating on thin ice right
No. You know you're laughing.
Yeah.
I coach rich fucking bitches on a
That's verse 2.
Listen, you say you do what? What you say?
I coach rich fucking stupid people how to be great hockey players. That's what I do. I'm one of the best hockey players.
It says, and they shall take them captives,
Yep, we're gonna take y'all captives, come on.
whose captives they were,
Yeah, we are captives right now, come on.
and they shall rule over their oppressors.
Yeah,
Really?
We're gonna rule over y'all. Yeah. That's it. So go to the point, 21.
Isaiah 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter
Yep.
for his children.
Slaughter means like
For your forefathers set up this place on slavery. Go ahead.
Pretty much no one ever.
For the iniquity of their fathers,
No one ever beat me.
For the iniquity of
My old
your
man
fathers,
was Irish.
that they do not
He taught
rise
me how to beat
nor
everybody.
possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with
So
cities.
those of you at home witnessing, hey, this is exactly what these Edomites and so-called white people know and they experience. This is what they have coming to them. This is what they're on the brink of happening to them. Man. Why y'all take y'all walks, y'all drink y'all misery away, you won't be able to do it. You're only on
Pretty
your
much
way.
so. No, when I had
You're only in progress of fulfilling biblical prophecy.
He's afraid. So I'm not afraid of you guys.
Why would you? You beat the shit out of us.
No. You're a tough guy. You're. I don't have a problem with that. You
Wow.
camera guys.
He said he ain't fucking camera.
You too. I'm a gentleman. I know how to fight though.
He weighing everybody up.
I-
We spiritual. We're spiritual though.
You probably would even know him and him.
He's like, I can take you.
Hey, boom, I'll kick you off.
All right.
It says your next opponent is.
I don't want to
outside.
hurt you. You know?
All right, he close up, bro.
I'm wondering about
Hey, you know what?
him.
Hey,
You got the
all
fucking.
right, we gonna
I
close up.
know that he's got
Hey,
the.
all the praise and glory to our Heavenly Father, name and His Son.
Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushua, Baruch Shakah.
Wadi Habashim outside for the Holy Spirit. With that, till next time, Lord will has been edifying. Till next time, we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Call me outside.
Call me outside.
Bubble
Ball.
Talk to America.
Death to America.
Shalom.
Shalom.
I like that.
Prepare for slavery, man.
No. You think I cared about that?
No, you